Hey Elsta, hello everybody else that's rolling in. Hey guys. How's it going, guys? Hey WeCheck, hey Oscar. Hey Carol Chojnaki. Hey Ludden, how's it going, guys? Hey Anders, Xander, Mirko, Elvind. Thanks for stopping by, guys. The deck secret is Yogg Saran. That's exactly right. Onder gets it. That's right, man. Secret Mage, but with a secret Yogg. Ninja, thanks for tuning in from the UK. Lots of EU-friendly streams lately. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know it's happening now, but don't count on it forever. Unfortunately, except maybe on the weekends, I'll always be able to pop in a little earlier. But weekdays, it's going to be pretty rare that I pop in this early. In the future, it's happening now. But won't always be so easy for me to do. My schedule's not always going to be this flexible. Smash Brother, how's it going, dude? Hey, Merkerp. Alan, Vic, Hisham, and Caleb. Thanks for swinging by, guys. Regis about to wreck some punks. We'll see. I've never really played Secret Mage yet. Been playing against it a lot. It's clearly a top tier deck, if not the best deck in Hearthstone right now. So we'll see. Hoping to do some cool stuff. That said, guys, I'm not doing any like experiments or arena runs today or anything. I'm going to stream for about 2.5 hours. About 2.5 hours or so, and I just wanted to hang out and play some ladder games, right? We don't always have to do something formal. I thought we'd just climb a little bit and chat. I don't always get the time to just hang out with you guys and chat. Sometimes I have to focus too much on the games, but I thought today would be a pretty friendly chat interaction day. Playing ranked today? Yeah, that's right, Eric. Hey, Kilk. Hey, K. Reiku. It is indeed puffy hair time. For some reason today my hair seems particularly puffy, and I don't know why that is, but it feels huge. It seems really tall. I didn't do anything particularly different. I don't know. I'm on a 3 Regis stream streak. Yeah, dude, nice. I can't decide, should I watch this or the Magic the Gathering Pro Tour? That card's fairly annoying. I don't really want to give him card draw here, right? I think we just kind of hold. We could do like Mana Worm, Coin, Babbling Book. This goes to 2, this goes to 1. But we don't have like a 2-drop to follow up to buff this to kill the 3 health thing after he heals it. So I think I'll just wait. Oh, there he is. He's already in tow. Yogg Saran. Hope's end. Won't stay secret for long. Hey, Gambaba. Gombaba. Love your vids. Keep up the good work, says Mirko. Thanks, dude. Andres says, first time I catch you live. Well, welcome, man. I hope you have fun. Wow. That was a turn. Jeez. I still don't have a good play here. My God. I guess we can just load out the Pyros. He's going to clearly get to draw a card. But I can't just ping pass. I have to do something, I think. Because I don't really... I mean, I could coin a Fireball next turn on like this, maybe. Oh, man. I don't know. This is a bad start. He got off to like a dream start here. Let's just play something and see if it sticks. It's going well, Heartless Soul. Thanks for swinging by the stream, dude. Is Pyros normal in Secret Mage? I don't think so. I picked up this list online earlier because it looked fun because it had Yogg and Pyros, which is weird. And we don't even run Cabal Lackey in this list, which I thought was particularly unusual, right? Like, Cabal Lackey is a card you would expect to see normally. But there's not even a Cabal Lackey. So it's definitely a little bit more of a, not a late-game Secret Mage, but maybe more mid-rangey. Oh, man. This hand is still just garbage. So definitely does some things differently. If I play this, he gets to draw 2 cards. I don't think I can just let that happen right now. Maybe I just develop this, interrupt like a Shadow Visions or something. I don't know. It's not likely to hit anything huge at this point, but the Priest has so many cheap spells in general, I don't know that I'll ever hit anything really significant. What would you say is the best deck in the meta? I think actually Secret Mage is testing the highest right now as far as win rate's concerned. The Vicious Syndicate report, the last one, put Secret Mage at tier 1 amongst the highest levels of play. So that's one reason I'm playing it, of course. Master Mario, hey Regis, I love your vids so much. You are my fave. Thanks, man. That's a really kind thing to say. Carol Chochinaki wants to know what my job is. My full-time job, which is not YouTube, which some people ask, is I'm a director of marketing for a software development company. I think we'll just fireball the 2-5 here. Gives them the most average value. These don't really do much if I never play anything to heal them, right? Or to damage them, I should say. So, you know, the other one actually does give him something in return. He'll get this right for sure. We don't have any surprise cards other than Yogg. And Yogg is already in hand, so... Oh, he missed it! I wonder what he saw that he didn't think we ran. Maybe it was Cabal Courier that tricked him? That's kind of crazy. I'm surprised we tricked him. I think we could just play the Pyros here. It might eat a Shadow Word Death, but that still denies him card draw, which is nice. We can eventually Firelands Portal one of these. This deck is definitely not your standard everyday secret mage. It has some secrets in it, that's for sure. The Pyros secret, the Yogg secret. He's going to try again here. What's he going to pick? He got it that time. I wonder what that is. Yeah, that's the death. We don't have like a fireball or anything is one issue we have, so we're kind of behind pretty significantly right now. I think we can maybe find a fireball or a blizzard or something, or not fireball, flame strike. I think I said fireball previously. I meant flame strike, but fireball would be okay too. Let's dig first via this. Cone of Cold really doesn't help any. Frost Nova sort of helps. I could do something like Mana Worm, Frost Nova, you know, just to set up some sort of threat. Maybe Firelands Portal one and then kill the other Northshire Cleric. I guess I like that okay. There's a chance this just dies. Shadow Word Pain. Potion of Madness wouldn't do a lot for him, though, necessarily. Oh, we can ping too, but I was thinking that was a full cost Frost Nova. I didn't realize I had 2 mana remaining. I guess we can play this. If we'd done this correctly, we could have actually Sorcerer's Apprentice and Battling Booked. But I didn't think about the discount. But that's okay. Don't have to get the Battling Book out now. Is Mother's Day a different day in the UK? I don't know. It is Mother's Day here, as Lando909 said in chat. I'm hanging out with my mom tomorrow, personally, but... did you consider Ethereal Arcanist? I didn't consider anything because I didn't actually make this list. I just net decked this one. But I don't think that card's fast enough for what Secret Mage is traditionally trying to accomplish. So I don't know. Man, he's just going wide. He's trying to kill me. Respect. I think I just gotta... God, I might have to actually kill damage cards. 6... 8, 11. He's not going to be 6 in hand, though. So we'll still just kill the most valuable stuff here, I think. Because that also keeps this alive and might force some trades and stuff. Oh, that's so bad. Because he just gets to kill it for free. I mean, it's a heal for 7, I guess, right? But not very good. Not particularly exciting. Our Yogg is already going to be substantial, though. So that might be a big swing that we need. Chris511, finally, oh god, I tried so hard to get to watch you again. God, it's been a long time since I made it to a stream. Well, thanks for trying so hard, dude. No worries if you're missing it. Don't fret, but I'm happy to have you here. Priest never seemed to miss the Curious Glimmer Root against Moo 333, even though you don't play normal decks. That's rough. Regis, how dare you commit blasphemy in net deck? No, anybody who's watched me long knows that that's not something I consider blasphemy. In fact, I make videos on net decks to help other people net deck. I think that's a great way to play the game. What do we open with here? We basically have like 3 card draw options here. I mean, this theoretically could give me the best direct answer to the cards on board, because I get to control it. Is there anything good off Arcane Intellect? Not really. We're probably just going to hit a secret or something. Let's try this first. Fellfire Potion is intriguing. It does a lot of damage to my face is the only problem. Because it's 5 to everybody, right? And, I mean, if he goes 9 to face, I couldn't even use it, right? So I think I can't take that. I think maybe I have to go for, like, Divine Spirit here or something. I guess Mana Worm actually then gives me the best results. I think Fellfire is just too risky. I couldn't use it this turn, right? So Vaporize is kind of cool. It saves me a little bit of health. It's not going to hit a super high value target, right? But it saves me a little bit of health. He'll trade a little bit. He might get some pyro value, but that's hurting his board more than mine, or at least the same as mine at this time. So as long as we can survive into Yogg, we got a shot. Pyros will be too slow, I think. Hey, Regis, I can only watch for a few minutes, and I have to watch Warrior Spurs. May RNGesus be with you. Yeah, man, I'm hoping the Spurs pull it out, dude. I'd love to see a Spurs win here. That's weird. Is he going to vaporize my guy? No, he should have tried, maybe. He doesn't really get to do anything with that now. Maybe a little face damage. Oh, he's just going to kill it. Oh, that's smart then. Just a little extra damage from a minion that was going to die anyway. I get it. Can ping. Fireball doesn't do much. We could just Mirror Entity, Arcane Intellect, ping. Let's see what we get first in case it changes our line. I still think that's the best line, but we have enough mana now to actually do multiple instances of the... Oh, I just goofed. Well, no, I goofed. I thought I didn't goof because I was going to play him at ease, but I goofed. That should be a 2-3. Probably won't matter in the scheme of things, but... I Tried Experiment Regis is on Twitch faster than YouTube. I don't know which is actually faster. Do you still like reindeer? Indeed I do. Hey, JJ. How's it going, dude? Bjorn Ingestange says, hey, Regis, have you played this deck a lot? No, first game ever. Love your vids, and this is my first live stream. Keep up the good work. Thanks, dude. First game ever for me with this particular deck, so. I mean, we don't really have to Yogg. We can kind of stay alive here. Fireball, Frostbolt. What is this, though? He got this out of my deck, right? So, I didn't even know he played this, guys. I played the entire last turn, unaware that this was a card. Where did this come from? Does anybody remember? I don't know. We can, like, Fireball, Frostbolt. He has 3 damage on board. It leaves me with just the Valet. I think we just Yogg, right? Like, I think this is just the Yogg. 10-spell Yogg. We'll trade in our guy here in case it matters. Like, there's obviously a chance this just whiffs huge and we lose the game. That's the only downside. Is there a chance we stabilize if I play it straight? You know, if I actually try to win the game, Fireball, Frostbolt. He leaves a 3-6 out. I could put a 2-3 down, but it doesn't really trade much. I don't think so. This is game 1. Let's just go for it. Why the heck not? We got 10 spells. Secret Yogg number 1. Oh, that's not great because of that. Oh no, it killed Yogg too. It's not good at all. Well, we got a little bit of value. I forgot it killed Yogg too. Yogg should be a dragon. That's not good. You're like the first streamer that even tried to pronounce my name, says Karol Choznacki. I tried. I hope I got it close.
Aha!
Oh, Yazir Ali says, sometimes people mistakenly pick the card they want and forget they have to guess with Curious Glimmerroot. Some people is me in that particular instance. I do that all the time. All the time. Well, I mean, we're alive. We've stabilized a bit. I wish I had a life gain, though. We don't even have Ice Block in this deck, so any Holy Nova ever kills me. I mean, if we can keep up with the board, we might have a shot here. Maybe a Pyros develops, although that's not Mirror Entity we know, so that's probably just one of these two. Shadow Visions, we're going to get a free one. That's pretty good, actually. But he might just find lethal. Oh, he's only down to 2 spells. I bet it's just like probably a Shadow Word Pain and a Dragon Fire Potion. In fact, we know what it is. Cool. So let's open here and then just play the Pyros, I think. Firelands Portal, definitely. Counterspell is arguable because we could have gotten some protection from Holy Nova, right? But I think ultimately this is just going to help kill him faster and accomplish more of what we want to accomplish, plus develop a body. Like, we could maybe kill him in 2 turns with this, whereas the Counterspell play doesn't really give us a lot of leeway. Plus, this can maybe kill the Draconid Operative. Although we need to kill this too, so... This doesn't really kill the Draconid Operative because we have to ping. I guess we'll just trade the Pyros, Firelands Portal, the Radiant Elemental, because if suppose if I'm gonna. This is clearly the best way to do that if I'm gonna take that route because this takes 2 damage instead of 5. But Now we didn't really... Oh, that's not helpful for us. Normally you'd be kind of excited to see that, I think, but we don't have a single minion in card. In hand. What's your favorite hero to play as? Currently Mage, not just today, but like in general. Shit Channel says Bajiji Small. Well, thanks, Bajiji. It's curious that you're still here. So thanks for stopping by. What a miserable life Mr. Small must have oh, there you go. Yeah, Alan Brown agrees. If it's not your cup of tea, don't watch. Kind of agree. Try to pronounce my name, says John Queege. Queege? That's how I tried, John. Sorry, dude. Why no Ice Block? That's a good question. Again, though, I didn't actually make this deck, guys. This is not my deck. This is, I net decked this, basically. So, I don't really know the answer to your question. Why there's no Ice Block. Do we just go for this and put him on a one-turn clock? I think so. Just in case it's somehow vaporized. Oh! Oh my god, if only! If only! I might be able... If he doesn't kill me this turn, I'm for sure gonna win, because this will give me at least 6 heal. Wow! Nice! We stabilized. I love it! Well done! He just never found the damage, or was able to establish a minion on board, so we just win the game. That's awesome. That's a tough win. I didn't think we'd get that one. Man, a lot of chat rolling in on Twitch, guys. I'm having trouble keeping up. My main man, Regis Heyo, says Waving and Fat. You got here early, Waving. Don't worry, man. Should I have 2 copies of Dragonfire Potion and Quest Priest, and is it worth crafting them? I don't think in Quest Priest, right? I haven't really seen a really refined Quest Priest list to say for sure. But my concern would be that you're often developing a pretty decent board of stuff, and even though it's Death Rattles, you don't often want to kill your own stuff. Especially when it's not regularly dragons, right? That was kind of the conceit for Dragon Priest, is that you weren't killing it because it was dragons, so you were happy. So I don't know, that sounds risky to me. I mean, 1, I could certainly understand as sort of a catch-up, backup option if you do fall behind, but 2 seems like it'd be risky. As far as crafting the card in general, I mean, it's a strong card. It's going to rotate out of Standard eventually, but... It's one of the best AoE cards currently available in the game, so that sounds like a pretty reasonable craft to me. I think we'll go ahead and Frostbolt that, right? Card draw is actually fairly intimidating against me. Buffs my guy a little too. Wouldn't be surprised to see this like Shadow Word Pain. We can follow up with Arcane Intellect either way if it doesn't. Or if it does. Hey, what's up, Regis? It's been a long time since I watched your stream. Says Hydra Stream. Last time because it's 22:12 in Finland, but keep up the great work. It's already late in Finland. That's crazy, but thanks for staying up at least a little, dude. Appreciate it. Can we just go ahead and hit the Purify here, guys? Is it worth the risk? We could Arcane Intellect, but I could do that next turn too. I think I'm just gonna try to hit like the Silence or the Purify or whatever. I mean, this. I wish I could just kill it sort of outright. Might help me by developing the secret of it last with Medivh's. Yeah, we hit the Purify. Cool. I'll take it. Pretty much stole his entire turn. I like that. That's a good draw. And we'll go ahead and play this to try to trade. Like, it's just a tempo play, right? I want to spend my mana. I want to be able to kill this thing. So even though we don't get to activate it this turn, like, we want to potentially set up some mechanism to deal with this thing. Or this thing. In hindsight, there's also that thing. Counterspell takes this to 4. We can just fully trade. That's feels like a fairly bad play, but I don't know what else to do. I guess we developed the Sorcerer's Apprentice at least along the way. We can counterspell again to hit like a Divine Spirit or something. Another silence effect. Yeah, let's try this. I think we gotta kill it, unfortunately. It's a lot of resources, but that's why we played the stuff, to kill it, so, or at least kill its friend. Might as well stick with it. Beautiful Flo, do you know how long you'll stream? Can I catch you after the Spurs game? Given the average length of the NBA game, I don't know when the game started, but probably not. I'm only going to stream for like another 2 hours and 10 minutes. I don't have a ton of time today. I just wanted to pop in and hang out a little bit, just play some ranked. So, but all that said, of course, there will be VODs, man. Go watch the Spurs Warriors. I would actually like to be watching the game myself. I don't really watch a lot of NBA games until the respective conference finals, right? So this would be basically when I would want to start watching too. I think we got to just go for the Firelands portal, right? I wish we could kill this one without sacrificing my guy. It might actually just be worth it still.
Aha!
But if we Arcane Intellect, we could still play the Cabal Crystal Runner. The problem is we don't kill any of his assets. And I think this develops a minion too. I hate leaving that guy up, but again, I want to, if he's going to trade, like if he does now, it goes down to 5 health. I didn't know he was going to have 5 deck guy, but it works out sort of favorably. Goes to 3, he heals it to 5. Shadow Word Death is a bit more frustrating. Let's, this is 2, the secret will be 3. We still have a secret left, right? It's Mirror Entity, that's fine. Which will put this down to 0. So we could ping if we need to. We can't Arcane Intellect if we take this line, but this plays the biggest stuff. I think I like this better. Does pinging this matter? If he heals it up, if he trades and heals it up, it goes to 6. It could set up a ping clear next turn, so even though it doesn't look like this matters, it might actually matter, just to get the max value. You have plan to play Wild soon, asks Ghost TV 111. Probably not, honestly, just because... Oh, that actually might help me a lot, because his trade is awkward for him now. Might should have traded... Oh, he didn't have a good trade anyway, I guess, but he doesn't get to do anything with this now. Never mind, it's a 6/6, so that does probably help me. That's his entire hand. And we can just kill it. So I think we're in a good spot. Let's actually just Arcane Intellect first here. Yes, sir. I gotta save mana for ping, so this is not a thing we're gonna... No, oh, we need to draw 3 cards for that to work. I don't think that's gonna work, guys. We could just Shadow Word Death. We can't do it now, right? But we can do it. Or actually, wait, how did we get this? Is this from... Oh, this is Cabal Courier. For a second, I thought it might have been Primordial Glyph, and we could do it now. Is the Kazakus worth it just to troll? Like, just to save the resource? I guess not, because if he's gonna, like, buff this, although he used double Inner Fire, so I'm not even sure he can really significantly buff it. Regardless, he's, like, totally out of resources here. So he's basically all in on 1 card per turn at this point. We can handle some big scary stuff if needed, although I don't suspect he has any big scary stuff left. Faceless Shambler might be the best draw in his deck. That probably doesn't matter a lot. He's used double Inner Fire, but he still has some Shadow Vision, so he could get more and actually buff this thing, right? It's a possibility. So that's what the Shadow Word Death is for, basically, is a 3rd Inner Fire. Think Quest will ever return like Discover, or will it be like Inspire and we'll never see it again? I think it's probably a one-time thing. If they bring it back, it might be in like 3 years or something, sort of like a throwback. I don't think it'll be consistent. I don't think it's been a specific success or failure. I just think, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's not exactly perfect for what they're trying to accomplish at any given time. It sucks that he did actually top deck the Shambler. Of all the things he could have got that we could have handled just fine. This could be a Yogg turn, but the Cabal Crystal Runner actually does get to do some work here, I think. You know, we have 4, 5, 10 total damage. He's going to heal it for 2, but this gets to attack twice, theoretically, right? So we won't attack. We'll make him do it. It only backfires like Holy Nova exactly, I think. Silence is still good on this guy, too. Man. Like, these just happen to be 4-attack guys. Like, why can't they be 5-attack guys? We're facing the old-school priest problem here. Firelands Portal is actually a pretty sick top deck, because it allows me to basically trade into this here. It's not perfect. Gets the trade, and this goes back up to 3. But if we do fall behind far enough, we can just Yogg Saron. Plus, we just have cards coming. Like, we have pretty decent cards coming. Almost nothing is totally dead. I guess Medivh's Valet is the worst draw in the deck. It's the only thing that maybe is totally dead. This might just be the Yogg turn. 8 spells is often enough to do something significant. Primordial Glyph, though, could be really good. Flame Strike would be decent. It's just a lot of good stuff here. Plus, we'll just buff the Yogg for next turn. Tome is an amazing result, obviously. I mean, geez. Mirror Entity for now. And we'll ping this. It signals the Flame Strike a little bit, but he may not realize that's what we're doing. Divine Spirit gets him out of Flame Strike range on some stuff, which would be sort of annoying, but that's fine. He'll probably heal the Humongous Razor Leaf as he... Well, he can't. Yeah, he has to now because he's going to trade. Maybe not, though. He might just leave it alive. Yeah, he will. That's fine. We can still full clear here with a Flame Strike. Ping. Trade in here to minimize the damage we take. We'll actually just go ahead and Babbling Book as well. And I think we're in a really good spot here. Really good spot. He's top decking with no minions on board for Silence Priest, which is pretty much a dead draw always, because he's going to hit like Silence or something and not be able to play it. Whew, I'm way behind chat, guys. Goodness. It's going well, Gospel and Oth. Thanks for asking and thanks for being here. Digital Pit says, "Oh man, it seems that you always stream during an NBA playoff game, Western Conference Finals." Yep, I think the Spurs got a shot, dude. I'd love to watch Spurs trounce the Warriors. That'd be fun. I don't know, Tony Parker out though, so it's gonna be tough. Gargusis Drunk asks what the name of my overlay is. It's Hearthstone Deck Tracker. Ninja Chrono says, "Me and my mom are gonna have chicken dinner for Mother's Day." That's so sweet, dude. That's awesome. Congrats. Let's see. I'm gonna skip ahead on chat just a little bit. Hey, Mason Constantine. I think you're Mason number 2, if I remember right. I don't know which though. Whichever Mason's here is Mason number 1. I hope Regis wins a nice chicken dinner for his mother today on Mother's Day. Yeah, me too, man. That'd be great. Ninja Chrono. Let's catch up here some more. I think he's just conceding here by AFK. The concede by AFK. My favorite kind of concede. Although it actually takes longer, so I guess it's the worst. So we're gonna do it, guys. Why not? What could go wrong? We don't have much of a board to... Aww. It's not bad. I'll take it. That's good. Only minion on board, so we know he's getting the good stuff. Alright, more secrets. Sure. Okay. Oh, not Yogg. Nice. Good dodge, Yogg. Oh, wow. We're gonna get crystals? Nope, draw. That's a pretty good Yogg, guys, so far. Wow. Great Yogg. Can't attack anything. That's 0 negative Yogg right there. Couple whiffs, but nothing bad happens. It's a shame he's AFK. He didn't get to witness our Yogg. It's a pretty good one. Look at his secrets here. What can he do? That's 2 games, 2 Yoggs, right? I think we've Yogged every game. Yeah, there's the AFK concede. When's the next pack opening? Hopefully 200 and 0 legendaries. Well, that's not quite possible because of the way the pity timer works. But you're right, I do deserve some bad luck. There should be some bad luck coming my way. Looks like I got a bits donation here from Mecha Sushi X. Thanks, Mecha, for the 100 bits, dude. That's awesome. Did you have a message you wanted to add along with your bits there? I'm happy to read anything you have to say, given that it's PG-13, etc. But again, dude, appreciate it. That's really nice of you to cheer me on there with those bits. You go to the bathroom for 5 minutes and the world's best Yogg happens. Yeah, not really the best because the game was over, but... oh my goodness. Ongjin C says, try to pronounce my name as well if you can. Let's see. What's your favorite kind of cheese? What an interesting question, as always. Probably just, in a basic sense, provolone. Just as far as like the kinds of cheese you encounter on a daily basis. You know, like that you can get on sandwiches and stuff. There's probably some better cheeses as far as like the high quality cheese varieties, but I don't really know them that well to say. Am I the only one who feels like Pyros should be replaced with Ice Block? Probably not. I think that's a fine suggestion. But again, I didn't actually make this list, guys, so I'm trying to play the list that I found because it's, you know, a really good player made it, and I think that's a good sign that it makes some sense. I agree Pyros in general is not a great card, though, so I'm on board with you. How many packs do you usually buy each month? Outside of brand new expansions, probably only 10 to 20, just depending on when I might want to make a video or whatever. But for expansions, I bought like 150 with like the new expansion or whatever. So a little bit variable in that regard for sure. I know ping looks kind of enticing here, right? But I think it's really important that I keep minions on the board at all times. If I like force him to hero power against a token druid, probably don't feel that bad about that because he's not really aggressively building the board. But I want to keep playing minions that make effective trades, right? Man, I've got a lot of follows popping in, guys. Let me check all these follows I've been missing. I'm really sorry. I always miss the follows. Conungrin, Jokimax, Puff Daddy, Candelonius, iCast, Thunder, Frezzer, Hydra TV, Gargurus is drunk. Graga is drunk. I got it. Erebos, Flame Man, and Social Disorder, guys. Thanks for the follows. I really do appreciate it always. Mirror Entity is just so bad in this matchup. So I think I actually will ping here just to keep the board clear, to deny any buffs, to deny like a Mark of Yasharaj and a Beast or something, right? Like, next turn I can't actually Mirror Entity Medivh Valet, but okay, this might just be the Mirror Entity turn. I'd like to see something like a Kirin Tor Mage. I think that'd be the best draw in my deck. Maybe even a Sorcerer's Apprentice. Fireball just doesn't do enough. And the problem with Fireball in this matchup is that it's a tall card, not a wide card. In other words, it's single target removal, not AoE removal. And this is a wide matchup. He's going to go wide with minions, not tall. So it's never going to be that good. Same with Fireland's Portal. It's just not going to be that much 5 health stuff. I need to kill multiple things at once. There actually could be worse Mirror Entity targets, but I clearly would want the Vicious Fledgling most of all. It's weird that he didn't trade. Maybe he already had that queued up beforehand, but that gives me a really good ping here. But instead, I'll just Medivh Valet trade, I think. That's also fine. Is Mirror Entity better, or is Counterspell better? He's going to have just one minion out, so I don't think he's going to be looking to buff it, necessarily. I think we'll just go for the Mirror Entity.
Aha!
I don't think we need the counterspell's going to be better when we think of like Savage Roar, or he's got some minions established and he's looking to buff with Mark of the Lotus or something, right? But as it stands right now, I think he's going to be more about playing minions. Goodness gracious, these follows. Radiation Bear and Marius KV02, guys, thanks for the follows. Oh my god, that's a good Mirror Entity target. Not that I have Murlocs to pull, but it's just good stats for Token Druid. I'm pretty happy with that result at the end of the day. We can get the Cabal Crystal Runner out here and probably play something else significant, or just ping trade if we need to, right? This is gonna give him some value is the only real issue, but I don't know what I can do about it right now other than just play a lot of stuff and hope to clean up later. This is 2, 4, this is 6, and this will be free, so we should be good to play all this stuff. I guess we'll put everything to 2 just in case he has the swipe in hand or whatever. He probably runs 1 of swipe, maybe even 2. So, oh my goodness! I just saw the cheer on YouTube. Let's see what that says. Caleb Turbeville for $5 with a super chat. That's insane, by the way. Asks my favorite expansion. It's definitely Unguro so far, but previous to that, it had to be. Probably GVG, because it was like the first big expansion we've got, which was awesome. And thanks for the super chat, Caleb. That's really fantastic, dude. Appreciate it a lot. You don't have to super chat to get your questions noticed around here, but all the same, I do appreciate the support a ton, man. A lot of chat today, guys. Having trouble. Erebos01 says, your videos on YouTube are pretty good. I expect you will have more followers. Anyway, good work, bro. Thanks so much, Erebos. A lot of people say that. I don't really know what I'm supposed to have as far as subscribers, but I'm really happy with who's here. And whether there's 5 or 1,000, I tend to have a lot of fun with you guys. So thanks, and much appreciated. Dark Evil and 60 Thunder, guys, thanks for the follows. There's like a follow train happening right now. It's nuts. Timothy Johnson says, you deserve to be punished for your luck. Yeah, I actually agree sometimes, man. It's a little bit insane. So I think we can just Firelines Portal 1 and trade into the other. We'll leave the Finja up, but it's only going to, what, pop up 1 Bluegill Warrior, it looks like? So I think it's okay. It's kind of just a low-statted minion at some point. This is actually not the worst result ever, I would argue. You know, if it gets to trade into a couple things, we're probably not too upset about it. Looks like most of our draws are fairly good. I guess Archaeologist would be sort of bad since we don't have any secrets left.
Aha!
Medee's Valet, depending on if this lives or not, would be good or bad. Yellow cheese is pretty good. Why don't you have more subs, says Alex Tight. Same question. I don't know, man. I'm getting more every day than ever before, so it's growing. It's always going up. Wow! That, ladies and gentlemen, is a counterspell target. Living Mana. We just killed a 5-mana spell against this guy. I don't think there's a better result possible against Token Druid. Fantastic. He had to know it was counterspell. He's already tested the Mirror Entity, right? Like, if not, he should have certainly played this first. Goodness, he is stuck. I don't see how he wins here. We're going to stabilize. We have tons of health, resources in hand. Like, we're good to go. We can go ahead and save, I think, that Arcane Missiles. We'll just ping here. Swipe doesn't clear because of the counter spell. You can clearly hero power the Grook Fu Master here, but I think he's pretty much stuck on what he can actually accomplish. Regis, when you do the budget deck videos, do you mind including the non-budget version of them as well? That would help a lot. Well, yeah, I get this suggestion a lot. I agree with you in theory. The only problem is that the way they've worked for... oh my god. This poor guy. Oh, he hit the double counterspell on Living Mana. That is absolutely insane. The problem is that my budget decks right now are like 1,000 dust instead of 600, and frankly, like the next step up often is just going to be the real version of the deck. So it's kind of hard to suggest, you know, an intermediate thing. What I might start doing is including like cards, not like a new list, but like cards that you can upgrade, like the next 4 or 5 cards you might logically add to a list for it to make more sense. I think that could be a nice middle ground that would help a lot. What do you think of the deck so far, Regis? Is it more of a fun deck, or does it feel somewhat competitive? And if not, what should you change to make it perform better? Well, this is a version of a competitive deck. Secret Mage right now is absolutely a top-tier deck. Ugh, these all suck, guys. I mean, I guess we could just kill him. Yeah, okay. Or that. But this is sort of a tweaked version that's got, like, Yogg and Pyros, which is a little weird. So this is pretty much a competitive deck, just with a little bit of difference in it. And as you can see, we've won 3 games at rank 5 in a row. So I think we're doing okay. The Druid had a bad day, but we're finding some success. People, you're supposed to upgrade decks yourself, Will179 offers. If you can't do well with your own deck, then you don't deserve the rank. The budget decks are meant for new players who are having trouble. That's an interesting insight. I agree that the budget decks are meant for new players who are having difficulty. I don't know that I'd cut them off completely, though, as far as recommending upgrades. I think there's still some value in recommending stuff. It's a little bit hard sometimes to guide people. So I agree with that sentiment for sure, that like I think it's best if you kind of recognize what cards you have access to in your collection and work within that to build your decks yourself and look at what the like finalized lists look like out there. You know, like what's the real version of this deck and how can I take steps to get myself a little bit closer to the real version of the list at any given time, right? So we don't run Cabal Lackey in this deck, but there's an interesting interaction where if you play turn 1, you can actually Cabal Lackey counterspell, and sometimes you can hit the quest rogue to kill the quest. It's they should always test it with coin, but they don't always. So sometimes you can hit pretty big in that regard. I wish we had drawn a counterspell instead of a mirror entity, just because it's going to be so much more valuable likely. Because he's got all smaller cards, right? And the counterspell could do something more significant, like kill a Mimic Pod, for instance, or a Shadow Step, right? But as it stands, it looks like going to kill. It's going to summon us just a 1/2 elemental, just a flame elemental is what we're going to get off this entity. Which, I mean, I'll take it. It's fine. It's just, you know, we could have potentially done a lot more. That's interesting. That kind of opens up some options, doesn't it? Oh, I can't play doubles. Crap. I didn't mean to do that. Thought I could play it, but of course we have one already. We can't Ice Barrier. Oh, we can because of the discount. Yay! Perfect. I wanted to get this thing discounted. Yay! Yay! Mana and secret interactions are a thing that work out sometimes in your favor despite mistakes. You like Pyros in this desk? Asks Detox. I don't know yet. It's probably weak is my guess, but it's the list I found and I'm going to try it.
Aha!
Waving at Fat says, I haven't randomly said that I'm a legend player because I'm a bragging ass in a while. Better get to it. For sure thing, dude. You've hit legend. Let everybody know. That's what the card back's for, right? So the Mirror Entity did procs. We can now play this guy, too. We've got a pretty good turn. Mirror Entity, Medea's Valet, Cabal, Crystal Runner, trade. You like this, alright.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
And this is where he probably just falls behind on damage on board, because we just have such a significant board, and he just cannot do that much against it. He has not completed the quest yet. Even if he does, and he like preps it out right now, we just got a ton of damage. Like, a lot of resources out really quickly. And by the way, guys, I'm someone who was singing the praises of Cabal Crystal Runner when Mean Streets came out. In fact, it made my list of like the top 10 cards that were going to be great in Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, and nobody played it, and it made me so sad because it looked like I was a failure at predicting things. But now it's in the tier 1 deck in the meta. It's kind of the thing from below for Secret Mage, which is what I described it as. Oh man, Prep Vanish is the one good way to do that. How did we not counterspell that? Oh, we don't have counterspell up. We have Ice Barrier up. That's how we didn't counterspell it. Ugh. Thankfully, a lot of the stuff we played is kind of free, right? So we can just go right back at it here. I think I'll just play as much stuff as I can again here. A lot of times I feel that a customized deck throws people off. They're expecting a meta deck. Yeah, that's why the title of the stream is Secret Mage with a Secret Yogg. Because the people are probably not always going to be expecting the Yogg. Can you please show your mouse on the camera? Does it not show my mouse? I feel like it should. Or do you mean like the actual physical mouse I'm using? It's a Steel Series. I don't know what it's called. Steel Series something. Do you plan to make a video on how to fix the quest Awaken the Makers? Do you think it's bad enough that it needs one? That's intriguing. I haven't considered that, but I didn't inherently think it was bad enough, but maybe it is. I think I'm going to dig here for like an Arcane Explosion or something. Just don't really do that. I guess Cult Sorcerer is the best minion there. He picked up the Caverns Below, but he did not. He hasn't activated it yet. So I mean, Counterspell is definitely an enticing play here. But let's Babbling Book to see what we get. All right, we got it. It turns out we're gonna have to trade some here, guys. Which sucks, but it's life. Remember, these are theoretically 5/5s. We don't know for sure that he might whiff this or might not, but killing them is kind of worth it. Because we didn't have lethal, I suspect, which we might next turn, actually. But for now, we didn't. So let's hit this counterspell on either prep or at least the quest. Oh! Yes! Praise God, I love Secret Mage. Oh, we did it, boys. The counterspells are insane today. Wow. The counterspells are insane today. Somebody said you should go face, you'd have it next turn. That's backfired for me before, because he had, what, 6 minions on board? Or 5? And he could easily play 2 chargers. It would not be impossible for him to get to 35 damage, or perhaps more with Shadow Step and Stone Tusks. He could have put together like a 40 damage turn and killed us even through the Ice Barrier. So I think we have to kill the minions a little bit. These counterspells, guys. Yeah, he had to know it was counterspell, or at least could have tested it. But that's nutty counterspells. What's the game and what's the name? Well, it's funny that you ask, Battle Juice. Regis Kilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game. You guys are so stupid. I love it. It's funny. I think Pyros is actually too slow for Pirate Warrior, so I'm gonna mulligan it, which will probably be a theme for me. I just don't know when this card ever gets good. Is he simul streaming on Twitch? Which chat is he reading? Asks Orphan Crow. Both. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth here, guys, to the extent that I can. So I'm probably missing some people along the way. Forgive me, but there are over 200 total people watching and chatting, so it's a little bit hard to keep up with just about everybody.
Mage fit.
Can you play some Evolve Shaman, what is also known as Concede Shaman? Not today, but the deck seems fine in general. I don't have a problem with it. I might play it eventually. What's this about here? We got an Armor Smith popping in here. I don't know what this is about, guys. Let's just kill it. I don't know. Let's get that Yogg rolling. Playing Civilization 6 Hearthstone stream in the background. That sounds like a good day, Marcodian Elite. That sounds like fun, man. I haven't really ever gotten into the Civ games. I'm scared to almost, because I have definitely gotten into those kinds of games before, like real-time strategy games, and they've stolen my life. So everybody says like Civ is the worst offender at stealing your life. So I'm really scared to do that. Is there any reason to try to hit a counterspell right now? I don't think so. There's really just no advantage. We could maybe try to hit a brawl or something later. I don't see the point right now. I think we're better off using this in a targeted sense as opposed to just loading it up. It does set up the Medivh Valet, but we could theoretically do that next turn too with a coin, so I don't see the advantage. Is this going to overdraw me at all? We have 9 cards in hand. This is going to keep us at 9 cards, right? We could actually just play the Mana Worm too, I guess. Mana Worm, coin, just to free our hand up a little bit here. We don't need to. We don't have to. But that puts 3 minions out. The Mana Worm would die to the Fiery War Axe, but that would leave up 2 2/3s. The potential to do 3 damage here to give us, 7 damage activated on board, basically. I think the coin might be more valuable, though, to get Firelands Portal out sooner, so let's just save it. I'd rather one of these die to the axe than Mana Worm, so... Is Dirty Rat good against us? It can be if he pulls the Yogg, I guess. Otherwise, it's pretty good anyway, because he's going to get like a value off of it, but not like scary good. No combo breaking good. Okay, so trade Medivhs will be fine. We can mirror entity Medivh. I don't think we need the counterspell yet. On 6, is there anything significant he'd want to do with counterspell? Not really. We might eventually counterspell the pack. That'd be pretty cool. Medivhs again will die to the axe, but it's no big deal. Hey Regis, I opened Pyros on my free-to-play account and wondered which deck it plays best in with not a massive budget. Well, I made a budget Elemental Mage deck that's not absolutely terrible that could certainly work with Pyros, teched in. But I don't know, Pyros isn't really showing up in a ton of popular decks right now. I mean, this list is pretty good. If you take out Yogg, it's probably not that expensive. We're clearly winning some games. So this list right here might just be a good way to go. I don't really need to play the Apprentice. I just kind of want to develop it for a body, right? Like Apprentice, Counterspell, Mana Worm, not in that order maybe. That's 2, 4, 5. It's not like the best play ever, but what else do I do? I really don't even need to Apprentice first. Maybe don't even need to Apprentice at all. Maybe I just... This list needs Karazhan, though. That's true if you don't have One Night in Karazhan. I think it'd be tougher because of Portal here. Is that the only... Oh, and Valet, too, yeah. Portal and Valet are both kind of tough. If you don't have Karazhan. So maybe not a budget list necessarily. The only problem I see with this deck is no Millhouse Mana Storm or Ultra Sword. The app I use is Hearthstone Deck Tracker. So, Regis, that guy is rank 5 and he doesn't know to check for Counterspell before playing the quest. It's just the sad reality that most of the high-rank players right now are there because of decks like Quest Rogue. HS92, you might actually be a little bit right there, man. You might be a little bit right. Who knows, though. I don't want to criticize the player too much. Maybe they're having a bad day. You don't know. We don't really know. We could just counterspell Cabal hero power.
I'm late.
Float some mana, but I want to save the Apprentice to actually get value, I think, not just the body at this point. With the coin, we might be able to do some shenanigans. Who knows? I don't know. I don't really know for sure what kind of deck this is. It's not a quest that we've seen. It looks just kind of like Control Warrior. That's a pretty good Mirror Entity target, I guess. Jeez. Yeah, I'll take it. I think Firelance Portal Trade is completely fine. I don't think I want to play the Mana Worm because it plays into Brawl just a little bit too much. Because we'll have 4 minions out of a Mana Worm, right? And we don't need 4 minions out. That's a fine result. Could actually be good with Cabal Courier. Oh, well, we lose the Battle Cry, so I guess not. Hey, many of you said he didn't check, but this is his only win condition. Yeah, that's a good point. Waving Fat pointed it out, too. I don't know what was in his hand. I mean, he could have thrown a Shadow Step out, though, guys. I mean, a Shadow Step check would have been fairly easy to throw out. So he could have tested it. I mean... Oh, we had the counterspell for Brawl. I guess we could have played this. I didn't think about that. It worked. Still a good counterspell target. Don't get me wrong. But you never know, though. He could have shield blocked counterspelled or sleep with the fishes counterspelled. Something to test it if he thought about it. Alright, let's start here. Minion might be nice. We don't really have a lot of good minions here. Ooh, Herald Volage is intriguing. We don't really get a lot of value out of it, but it's just like a pretty big play, and he just brawled. So this would be another brawl-type inspiring play. That's awesome. It's cool that it spawns them right next to their respective partner. I didn't know that. I mean, I haven't really seen a lot of Herald Volage. I don't know about you guys. You can get Firelance Portal without buying the Adventure. You get the first wing for free. Oh, good to know, Egg Boy. I didn't actually know that. That makes this deck even cheaper then. HS92 makes another good point, is that... oh my god, second Brawl. Was that off the top? Anybody know if that was off the top or somewhere else? Decent result. So both Brawls are gone, so I think we... And both Sleep of the Fishes are gone, too. So I think we can just go, like, crazy wide at this point, right? Like, just blow up the board. We do have maybe one more Primordial Drake to worry about, I guess, but... Oh, these results are terrible. None of those are the least bit useful. We're going to be able to kill him potentially quite soon, though, depending on what lives here and what we draw. Ugh, just what a terrible selection of spells. It's just Yogg fodder, I guess. So you have 11 plus 6 is 17 damage. He's at 21. So the other Fireball, maybe, depending on what he does here, kills him. Firelance Portal, maybe, if we keep the cost reduction alive here. But he'll probably kill this, I suspect. That's 23. No, he's killing the Mana Worm. Puts him down to 21. That's not going to do the trick. God, do we ever just Yogg here? I don't think we do yet. We have a pretty decent board, and we know he doesn't have removal for it, so... Let's just keep going this route. We'll save the Fireball since it's so cheap. Maybe he doesn't think we have it yet. As someone who will not buy the pre-order, when do you think it would be smart to start saving for the next expansion? Probably now, honestly. If they stay on like a 3 to 4 month clip... It depends on what you're trying to buy, of course, like how much you think you'll need. But at the end of the day, you're gonna need some gold. It's really expensive these days. Can't get from rank 4 to legend in 1 hour and 30 minutes, says Waving It Fat. Oh, you don't think I can, huh? That sounds like a challenge, good sir. This should be lethal, right? It's 9 plus 6 is 15, 16, and he's at 15 now. So yeah, cool. Pretty big counterspell again. 3 straight insanely huge counterspell plays. Counterspell's a good card, it turns out, guys. We're working pretty well for us. We're 5-0 or 4-0 or something like that. Do you think it's worth buying the pre-order? If you're ever going to spend money, Mercurve 1207, the pre-order is definitely worth it because, you know, it's the cheapest way to get those same amount of cards. So absolutely. Is Pyros key to the deck, or can you place it with some other card? Definitely not key. In fact, it's a little bit weird to see. I'm surprised it's here at all. So you can definitely get rid of Pyros. Cabal Lackey is probably a good replacement, and that's the typical kind of curve you'd see early on. Double Cabal Lackey, no Yogg, no Pyros, I think is much closer to a regular sort of secret mage list. I know this can't buff right away, but it honestly might just be worth a ping trade on a Murloc Tidecaller or something, so we'll have to see what he does. If not, we'll just do the Archaeologist clearly here for secret value. We're going to have a great turn 3. Kirin Tor and the Mirror Entity is nuts. What does Yogg do? Yogg does everything. Yogg is the savior. Yogg is the greatest. Yogg is wonderful. On 3, what's this guy going to play? Do we need a counterspell or Mirror Entity? He already coined. So the counterspell's not going to whiff on the coin. I don't really know, but I think on average I like Mirror Entity better. On average. But again, I don't really know which is right. I bet he trades into this instead of this. What do you guys bet? That might give me a good ping target. Hydrologist is kind of a whiff, but we're not going to hit the Tyrion yet or anything, so I don't think saving it's hyper relevant at this point. I think we test for Noble Sack first, right? No Noble Sack. So we're probably gonna. Do we want to give him an Aldor or do we want to give him a Hydrologist? I think we want to give him a Hydrologist, right? And just in case it's Redemption 2, this is more likely to keep our minions alive. So let's try this route. Let's get away Kodo. That's fine. And we'll play the Babbling Book here. Maybe should have done it before the ping, just in case we got like Arcane Missiles we wanted to play or something. But most likely, 99% of the time, it's fine. What about Midrange Hunter? What is its place in the meta? Not a tier 1 deck anymore. Probably low tier 2, high tier 3 from what I've seen the data suggest. Colin Hall says, hey man, you're awesome. Just wanted to let you know I watch all of your videos. That's awesome, Colin. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. That's good news, dude. Good to hear, I mean. It's good to hear. I guess Counterspell Medivh's Face is fine just to develop the board here. It's going to die to the trade, but I want to get stuff out and spend my mana, so. He's close to dead, frankly. Like, we got the Fireball Firelands here. Eventually. You can just squeeze it out. Like, that's 11. Got 2 on board pings and stuff. Might have to use these on minions, though, unfortunately. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how much we can get chipped away here with these minions or not. That's good. The Kodo first is the right play because it makes it less likely that he takes an extra damage from these minions. Could have killed the 1-3 and saved 1 health, which probably actually matters in this matchup. We still have the counterspell up. How much heal does this guy run? In other words, if I just Fireball Ping trade right now, that's 8 damage. I put him down to 6. I can Firelands Portal next turn. That puts him to 1. Then finish it off with the ping. Is that better than trying to play it smart here? We have the counterspell if he does run like Forbidden Healing, if he's more control. It looks like kind of just standard mid-range. This will probably hit a Spike Ridge Steed if I had to guess. I guess we're going to go for it. I don't really see another route. Our hand is just so awkward here. We can maybe catch up with Flame Strike later if we need to. I think we just have to go for it. I don't know what else to do with this hand. Like, I could Fireball that minion, but it only gives me 1 damage per turn every turn. Like, I know this is like a 2-turn lethal or 3-turn lethal setup. It's not perhaps ideal, but I don't see another out here. I don't see a lot of options. Oh, Burn Bristle's good heal. That's not good. That's not good. That's going to heal him, and I don't think unless I top deck exactly Fireball, I have lethal this turn either, so he's going to be healing 2 off this. No, I guess I never have to... I never actually... No, if he kills his minion, it's not good heal. I don't ever have to play anything. Screw that. No, damage out by this minion. Oh, no, he can just hit my face. No, never mind. He can just hit my face. Let's still go this route, and then perhaps we can clean up with Flame Strike next turn. He heals 2. He goes to 8. Minus the 5 I just did, which puts him at 3. So we still have ways. Just don't buff this. If he buffs this with Spike Ridged, he's gonna buff it with Spike Ridge and heal 4. Yeah. God, it's getting out of reach a little bit now. We can't really Flame Strike it either. Ugh, this is not good. That's a good heal card. The spell heals we could have dealt with. That's one that we maybe... Oh, this is it, though. This is just our damage. I guess Counterspell is going to be the most average value, but we're just going to lose now, I think. I don't see how we win. How did we not get any damage on this, man? I don't think Ice Block's going to matter. Alright, this has to die now. He's just healing so much per turn. Oh, we're punished for the Smork. Punished for the Smork. I hate how bad Warlock is holding up in Unguro. I don't disagree, man. It's sad to see a class totally fall off the planet. Particularly a class I like a lot. Warlock has been one of my favorites. Slindy is back. Says, hey, first time joining your stream and already enjoying it. Thanks, Slindy. That's awesome, dude. Top deck Portal. Yeah, that would have been good. Oh, we wouldn't have had mana for Portal, though, I guess. Hey, Regis, how's it going? It's going well, Ozrock. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Welcome Pack is definitely the first thing to buy, Moo33. You're absolutely right. That's your best bet for sure. Oh. This heal is outrageous. I guess we have to do this, right? I could actually Frostbolt it now, ping it off later, and kill it, and maybe still find outs in this game, I suppose. It steals 4 heal sooner rather than later. He gets to heal once more by ping now and Frostbolt later. That is just the perfect answer, man. Where is Mirror Entity when you need it? We got all these junky counter spells. That's a good draw, actually. Firelands Portal. You can deal with that. Firelands Portal Frostbolt is not enough damage because we can't fit in the ping. If we got Sorcerer's Apprentice and Frostbolt, we could kill him with what's in hand. We got to worry about being alive a little bit too, though, because he's pumping out a fair bit of damage, and we did not pick the Ice Block. So, for instance, we're dead next turn to the board. So I don't know if we have any outs here. He just has enough with Tyrion and the weapon, and I can't kill both. Can only do 5 to Tyrion. Yeah, we don't have it. It's not here. Maybe if that was a sick taunt, we could have got enough. But Tar, whichever Tar dude Warlock has, I guess. Tar Lurker? Is that right? Not sure. Yeah, we lost. We went for it. I don't know if it was the right play or not in hindsight, but I kind of feel like it might have been. Okay. Just happened to have the Wicker Flame buff line that put him out of range. Indeed you can, Malchus. Aha. Yeah, sometimes. I've been lucky to get one myself in the past, but not very often. More likely, I think, the higher you get. So you win a lot, I know, so you're going to get more, I'm sure. Man. This deck can lose. Yeah, no joke, right? Even if we dodged Tyrion a little bit, we might have been fine. Because we would have had a little bit more time. Bye-bye Live Legends. I might actually still get Legend Live, just definitely not today. Not that I... Earth Elemental, yeah, that would have been good too. Yeah, that would have been another good result from the Firelands portal that we needed the taunt for. Regis, what do you think the worst hero power is? What an interesting question. Is this the same guy? No. In case it's aggressive Murlocs, I think I got to keep the Frostbolt here. Worst hero power on average? Well, it just depends, right? Like, sometimes Warrior can be the worst hero power because it doesn't affect the board at all. It's the only hero power that just can't affect the board. I mean, arguably Warlock, I guess, too, in that regard. But Warlock is probably actually the best hero power, simply because cards are such a huge advantage. It's been hard to balance around for Blizzard for a long time, giving Warlock that many cards. But maybe Warrior sometimes. Of course, we've all seen Warrior hero power do great things too, though, because sometimes it just gives them a mountain of armor, depending on the matchup. So it's really matchup dependent. On average, Priest can be bad too, because even though it can heal minions, it can't always heal face. So there are all kinds of different factors. But I mean, in general, I'd say Warrior, honestly, which I know sounds crazy because we've all seen Warrior hero power win the game. But like, for instance, in Pirates, the Warrior hero power is useless. They would take any other hero power bar none, which is why Sir Finley was such a good card in Pirate decks, because you wanted that better hero power every time, no matter what. It was always your best bet. There's a good chance that's just Noble Sacrifice, I guess, or maybe just Getaway Kodo. I don't really care, though, if I give him a dude, I guess. That's fine, too. I mean, the question is now, what do I do with my turn? I guess I go ahead and develop the counterspell here. It's not likely to matter now, but it does activate the Medivh's Valet. It gives me a pretty good Medivh's Valet Arcanologist turn next turn, or maybe Medivh's Frostbolt, or maybe Medivh's Primordial. It's not about the secret here. It'd be nice if we knew this was going to hit like a Spikered Steed down the line, but that might be hard to line up. Oh, this is definitely still more aggressive Murlocs, though. I got baited a little bit here. I kind of thought we were going to deal with slower stuff, since he took a while to get things rolling. Oops, not what I want to do. That's not the line. So, I guess Medivh's Frostbolt does look fairly good here, just to deactivate this one for a turn or two. If we do see like a War Leader, we can always Fireball it if we have to. Maybe get something off Glyph. He doesn't have a good trade yet. We hopefully have a good ping. Ping Primordial Glyph, ping Mirror Entity, ping Arcanologist even maybe to get some bodies out. I'd like to see an AoE come out, or a high tempo Crystal Runner would be good too. Regis, do you think Hearthstone streamers have an advantage over other players because they can consult viewers in chat? Yes, definitely, absolutely. That's like they get to basically double, or more than double, like multiply their brain power times 100. Unfortunately for people like me, I don't read chat fast enough to help. Like, it's never helped me win a game because I am always too slow. Chat's usually yelling at me like, "You missed something, you moron," and I don't see it. So that's the issue for me. We get Sorcerer's Primordial Glyph and Hero Power, which I think I like. Depending on what we get off this too, it might be something we could play immediately. Second Glyph for sure, because we didn't get anything we wanted off that one. We could Arcane Missiles immediately for some likely value, but we could also just Blizzard next turn for insane value. So I think we'll just Blizzard next turn. Only one thing right now dodges Blizzard. I mean, if he does War Leader, that could be an issue, of course. But we actually have the mana for... Oh, no, we don't. This is going to get higher costed. So we don't have the mana for Fireball Blizzard, but counterspelled a Junkie Secret. Great. It's a good test by him. Turns out we don't need the Blizzard at all this turn. We can just Fire Lance. Oh, we can't Fire Lance either. Crap. Everything costs more than I think it should cost. Blizzard Arcanologist might actually just be a fine play here. It dodges like an adaptation on these guys. If he does play like a War Leader, it makes it stall a little bit. I think we'll still just Blizzard here. I don't even know if I draw anything off this. I guess I have one more counterspell. Not so concerned about that as I am just getting a minion out to trade, right? So we can Fire Lands this turn on something if he plays it big. If he goes wide, we might have a little more trouble. Probably still just have to Fire Lands and hope something sticks. Double Ward Leader would be annoying, but we could still mitigate the risks a little bit. True Silver is fine, I guess. I think we still Fire Lands the Hydrologist here. Unless I see something that looks like I can line up a ping a little better. No, Fire Lands will have to work for now.
Aha!
It's actually a little scary because my health is not particularly high and he has a lot of cheap stuff. Like that, that could be bad. Theo Clark says, "Oh my god, I can never catch your streams. Favorite YouTuber." Thanks, man. That's awesome. I think Druid Hero Power might be the worst. A lot of times it's like Mage Hero Power. Yeah, that's an argument to make. It's not as good as some of the other ping hero powers that are available. I think that's true. Oh my god, my health total is going to be non-existent after this. Whew. Oh, I think I gotta try to find something here that's good. Oh god. Oh god. That's not gonna help me actually. Neither is Hellfire. They're both just with the Bittertide, they both just do damage to me. Oh. Arcanologist does nothing.
Aha!
I guess Dragonfire is the best after the Bittertide dies. I have to kill this. Well, I don't have to, I guess. I can't Fireball Ping anymore. I think I can just trade and then Fireball and leave him with a 1-1, I guess. I don't know. So we know we can do 3 damage with the Silverhand Recruit. So that's... He just needs like a weapon to kill me. He's True Silvered once. Vine Cleaver is lethal. We're very close to dead, and I don't know how we live ever in this scenario. Oh boy. That's not good. And this can never take damage again. Oh boy. We're in a tough spot, boys. I gotta find something here. Ugh, Cone of Cold, I guess. Ice Barrier doesn't help, right? Because he can just attack the Bitterhide for guaranteed lethal, unless it's exactly Ice Block. But he wouldn't know that, and he can test it to be very safe, because that's a smart trade anyway. So I guess Cone of Cold actually does buy me a little bit of time here. We can maybe develop a Mirror Entity to help too. So we can pop this first. Cone of Cold now. And I think we'll Mirror Entity instead of Counterspell here. Because I think it's going to be important that I get a minion. Do I just want to ping this for any reason? Is there a reason to ping it? Just in case there's a reason. I doubt there is, but just in case. I guess I actually could have... I could have froze first and then traded for 1 extra damage, couldn't I? Yeah, I suppose so. That's not going to help me much. Oh, I don't know if I can kill all this without dying. In fact, I'm fairly sure I can't kill all this without dying. Oh, God. Maybe this gives me a taunt that gets me out of the game? I don't think there's even a taunt that... Oh, God, no! That's not gonna do the trick. That is for sure not gonna do the trick. Alright, let's just kill ourselves. Because that's gonna hit me for 2 and then pop the guy for 2 as well. Who made this deck? It was APX Void, I think. Yeah, we've talked about Cabal Lackey not being in the deck a few times already. I totally agree. I think, like I said, Pyros and Yogg get the cut, and Cabal Lackey goes in. You got normal Secret Mage, but what's the fun in playing like a totally standard Secret Mage? Why don't we want to play Yogg? Like Yogg is way more fun. Way more fun. Ping the Bittertide, yeah, that's lethal. I spotted lethal. Hydra TVZ says, "Hey Regis, I'm very stressed because I have a Swedish test tomorrow, and I've tried to do my best to learn everything, but still feels like I don't know anything. And if I fail tomorrow, my whole school year will be a fail in Swedish, and I'm too stressed to be able to sleep." Well, first off, I'm sorry to hear about your predicament, but it sounds like there's a couple things you could do. Number one, you could stop watching Regis, but that may not even be the best advice, because it seems like you're prepared. You said you've done your best to learn everything, so if you're truly prepared and you feel like you're max prepared, then taking a little time to relax actually is probably going to be the best for you. Beyond that, I would just be sure, and I was actually always pretty good at taking tests, actually kind of absurdly good, even when I felt underprepared, and that's because you just got to have confidence. Like, you got to go in and recognize that you know as much as you're going to know. You don't need to stress about it because your brain's going to do the work for you. Like, the results are going to be the results no matter what. Like, you can't change anything at this point. Like, once you're in the test, you just go in and do your best, give it your all, and don't worry about the future. Just worry about the present and focus on actually answering everything that you know how to answer, and I think you'll be totally fine. I think we'll just go ahead and get pretty aggressive here, and play a lot of bodies. He may have an answer. It's not Quest Rogue, so there's backstabs and stuff, but we've got a pretty nice little curve, I think. So we could even like Sorcerers into Primordial to buff this up a lot if he doesn't answer it right away. So, oh, that's my card. That's not your card. That's my card. Yeah, backstab trade. I think that means maybe Mirror Entity's a little better. There's some good 4-drops we could hit. Regis so helpful, Bible Thumb. And it's like, let me think, what other advice can I give about doing tests? I always had like little traditions I'd do before tests that like gave me my confidence. Oh, it worked! A lot of good 4-drops indeed, good sir. The question is, can we ever activate this thing? We probably can. We've got some high tempo plays available. I think we could activate it, in fact. Could we activate it this turn? 1, 2, 3, and whatever we get off Primordial Glyph? Is that worth it to just go ham here? We'd have to kill it first. So I don't know if it'd be worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. Let's just trade. Let's just trade in Glyph. We don't even have to do the Sorcerer's Apprentice, right? We could just Frostbolt, I guess, too. Frostbolt Glyph is fine. The only downside of that is it does reduce the likelihood that I can actually pull off the big shares in here. These cards all suck. I guess Meteor is theoretically the best, even if it kills like a 5 health minion or something. If it kills 2 minions, it's probably worth it at some point, so let's just go that route. Might just play the 4-mana 5/5 here at some point if we don't find another secret. Anyway, I'd have like traditions for tests where I would like have, for instance, I always took 11 pencils to standardize tests, which sounds totally stupid, right? Like 11 pencils. Why do you need 11 pencils? Because they always recommend you take a couple extra pencils, right? Like in case your pencil breaks, you don't have to worry about like sharpening it. You're always prepared and stuff. But I would always take exactly 11. And you might say that's just totally random, but it was like a little comfort mechanism. Like I've got my 11 pencils. I'm lucky. I've got what I need. Like this is my thing. This is how I succeed, right? Yeah, that's sort of silly, sure, but we can play a lot here, actually, I think, if I did the math right. I guess I didn't do the math right. Okay. I thought we had 6 mana. I thought we were going to go 2/2/2, but I guess not. I guess not. I did not do the math right. Oh, hello! I can dig that. He's probably going to kill it somehow, but maybe not. He might have trouble killing it. Yeah, he didn't draw in anything to kill it. I don't even think I played particularly well there, but worked out. We hit some big mirror entities that game. Basically the best 2 possible mirror entity targets in his entire deck. But I take 11 pencils to like give myself something to like, mentally attach to, like something to give me confidence and recognize like I'm prepared. I had like a test shirt I would wear too. So when I took like the ACT and everything, I had established a pattern of behavior and a pattern of good luck, right, that I could rely on. Like, I've got all my stuff. I'm good to go. I'm ready. I'm mentally prepared. And you can kind of use those little mental tricks to focus on those instead of worrying about the test and worrying about the outcome, right? You can instead spend your excess mental energy, and especially the time leading up to the activity, to distract yourself, right? You're not thinking about the outcomes constantly. You're thinking about the preparations you've taken and the steps. Beyond that, just sleep well as much as you can. Get a good breakfast is really, really important. Be sure you eat some stuff. Not sugar, I don't think even is a good idea, or complex carbohydrates, because those are going to make you crash. But proteins in particular would probably be really good in the morning to start. Anyway, that's my take on it. Meteor sucks, Regis, dude, even Hearthstone. That's exactly right. It does suck. No, it's a good card, obviously. Fantastic card. This hand's fairly slow, but we can maybe catch up a little bit with Medivh's. Counterspell, probably a big whiff here. I think I'd rather have Mirror Entity like 97% of the time. Sure. Maybe it hits like a Frothing that's a little awkward for him to deal with. You could still kill it fairly efficiently, but that gives me the Medivh's. I always freak out that the Scantron will grade my test wrong, says Will179, so I end up spending more time filling in the bubbles than actually answering the questions. Don't worry about that. I used to teach in grad school. I was a teacher at university, like a assistant basically, but I actually did lecture some full courses too. And it's not a concern because you'd be surprised how lenient the things are. If you're anywhere close to making a bubble, like 50% of the thing is filled with ink, it'll find it. The only issue is if you like smear some other circles, you can have a little bit of trouble. But as long as you're close, dude, it's gonna pass. Because I used to be curious about that myself. Like I always thought the same kind of thing, and I'd make really distinctly strong bubbles and everything. But so that's why I kind of like looked and experimented, and I was like, oh, clearly there's a lot of leniency on these things. At the end of the day, I just don't think Ice Block's going to matter, because we're not in a position to like flip it and kill him. I think we have to remove damage off the board, so Frostbolt's going to be the best card at accomplishing that goal. I kind of do need to ping a little bit here. But what if I hit like an Arcane Explosion off this? That would be so sick. I guess we do take the Ice Block now. I'm not dead this turn, probably, so I'll save the Ice Block for next turn to get the Medivh's Valet. I mean, it didn't actually matter, but the Babbling Book actually creates value as well, trading, perhaps, so. Blizzard actually is really good.
I can't do that.
Go minion heavy and not weapon heavy, and I might be okay, because I can't Ice Block and Blizzard. Don't be dead. Don't just Leroy me. Oh, I am actually dead. That was a losing game regardless, but... What, you have bubbles? We have to write like massive answers for every question. Mostly bubbles, mostly standardized tests. We with like just multiple choice. We do have some occasionally writing stuff in the U.S. At least when I was around, particularly in like AP courses. If you did AP courses, you'd have to do a multiple choice section and then a writing section too to answer like writing based questions. It's been a long time since I've taken a standardized test, though, I have to say. It's been, or any kind of multiple choice test. It's probably been, because like in grad school, I don't think I took a single one. So probably been 8 years or more since I took a standardized test. So who knows if my advice holds up anymore. Who knows? Do you guys even have 10-page essays? I don't think we wrote any super long essays for testing, no. But, the U.S. Education system is generally considered to lag fairly far behind every other country, so that might explain it. Maybe we're not writing enough and just focusing a little bit too on memorization and not enough on, like, deep knowledge learning. Peak says, Regis, what epic should you really have if you play Quest Warrior? I only have about 400 dust right now, so I can only craft one epic, but which one? I do think Brawl is going to be your best bet there, Peak. Not only for Quest Warrior, but Warrior in general. Brawl has historically just been a really great tool for warriors. Howdy, you should eat more beef jerky. Good for the beard, mate. Is that right? I actually do eat a fair bit of beef jerky, so that might explain it. I like beef jerky just fine.
Aha!
The goal is to kill them before you get killed, says Ian Calvert. That is generally true, yes, and especially true in this deck, I think. Man, okay. At least we do have a fairly high tempo play here.
We have many secrets.
I think we kill what we can kill, kind of clean up the rest later with spare mana. Sorcerer's Ping or something might be okay. Hey, Ash Gamer 4, welcome to the stream, dude. I finished my school year last summer already. Grat's the only dog. Oh, I read that wrong. I finished my school year last week. Summer already. Well, still grats. That's awesome that you're done. It's always a relief, isn't it, going into summer and just, like, you can finally relax. Man, I kind of want to just play this now. He gets so much better later is the thing. Like, I could just play Sorcerer's Apprentice, Ping. He's thinking about trading, probably. He could weapon it down with, like, Fiery War Axe, but then he's only got a 2-drop, and I don't know what 2-drop really advantages him. The other alternative is Sorcerer's Apprentice, Arcane Intellect, but I think that just gives him too good of a trade here. I think I have to play as much as I can to stay alive for now. Catch up later. We can always catch up later. Mirror Entity helps us catch up too, so if he plays like Naga, Corsair, or something, we'll be in a good spot, I think. He'll want to make this trade. The more he's thinking about trading and the less he's thinking about face, the more time it gives me, the longer it takes him to like turn the corner. I don't even mind that. Has he tested for Mirror Entity yet? I guess he did with, Counterspell, he did test it with Heroic Strike, so it's probably not a bad play. I'm going to go ahead and do this, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Like, he doesn't have a good trade here. I mean, Arcanite Reaper's the only downside, right? Which is a pretty big downside, but again, it's just 5 damage. Like, he has to do it. Just wish this thing was dead already. So now we can Sorcerer's Apprentice and Arcane Intellect and do something else, which is nice.
Aha!
Frostbolt's perfect. Cool. So, like, is he going to do this again to clear the board? Is he going to play Naga Corsair first to test? Like, what's he got to do now? Like, he's got some dilemmas. He's gone so hard into trading. Like I said, we want to encourage the trading. That's a good play, but it does maybe protect my apprentice, which is nice. Oh my god, that's a play! Good lord, that's a play. Gosh. Alright. That's a play, alright. Jeez Louise, man. Yeah, that's okay. It eats another weapon charge. God, he's gonna be close to dead soon. Got it to 13. Oh, that's not good. Oh god, we're taking 10 right now, and he's got a buffed Frothing on board. We'll have to Firelands Portal it. Oh, he played this well. A lot of Pirate Warriors don't hold the resources long enough. It's a big problem they have. Oh, so I might just be dead. If this doesn't hit Taunt, I'm dead if I play just the Firelands Portal, right? Because he has 10 on board. Cabal could hit me something. I could Fireball the Frothing. If it doesn't, and I'd still be dead, but it's the same amount of dead as Firelands Portal. So the question is, which is more likely to give me a Taunt, right? Firelands Portal or a Cabal Discover effect for a heal? Like, I think there's more total outs this way. I think there's more total outs. None of which are these. Yeah, this won't do it. This won't do it. Unless he somehow misses lethal as a Pirate Warrior, that's not going to do the trick. That Arcanite Reaper was brutal. 21 damage Arcanite Reaper. Nope, even more. Screw me. God almighty. I don't think anything we would have done would have survived through that. Jeez. You know, pirates are still a thing, guys. They have not gone away. See you, JJ. I hope I didn't miss you. Valentine Emblem says, hey, I've been a fan of your YouTube channel for a while, but this is my first time catching a stream. Well, welcome, man. Thanks for coming by. And thanks for the kind words about the channel, too. So, guys, I'm actually going to take out the Pyros here. Because it sucks. And I don't like the card at all anyway. It's not a card I ran, as I mentioned. And I'm going to add in at least one Cabal Lackey. I think I will keep the Yogg just for fun, right? Because I don't really care about breaking up. I'm actually going to ditch the other Cabal Courier, too. Just add in the Cabal Lackey. I think that's just going to make our deck so much faster and more consistent with the secrets, which is really the ultimate goal here. Right now, we're struggling a little bit too much. Cabal Lackey waving if that's excited. Regis, why do you never choose different card backs? Asks Stoops. This is another common question. I don't really have an answer. I'm just kind of a hipster. I don't know. I just like the classic one. I think it gives your opponent the least possible amount of information about you, and they might think you're like a new player or a beginner or something, which can be kind of fun. Should we just hit like the Pirate Warrior train right away, or what? What's the deal here? Come on now. I don't want a third straight Pirate Warrior. We might beat him, though, with this hand, actually. It's much better. Scantron God Regis confirmed. I did grade a lot of Scantron tests, so maybe you're right. I'm sure we'll see the coin fiery here, because it's like the perfect answer to what we played, as always. A secret would be great to see. This might be quest, though. Who knows? Nope. Never quest. Never quest. I feel like quest is just... I have not seen a quest warrior in forever, actually. I've seen only pirates for, like, years, it seems like. What on earth is this turn, dude? Chill with the plays. This might just be a ping, unless I get a secret. Yeah, I think this is just a ping. Next turn I can Sorcerer's Primordial Glyph, maybe get something awesome. Hopefully he just hero powers here. He had an awkward kind of utilization of the coin. Even that's not that bad. It's a threat to my sorcerers, obviously. Babbling Book Cabal is intriguing. Maybe Babbling Book Primordial is better because it denies the Fire War Axe a little bit of value. Shatter is not particularly exciting. Yeah, I think Entity will be good because we can play it for free. Kind of wish I could have Primordial Glyph first, but who knew which gave me the secret, right? Like, how do you know? You don't know. We'll just Fireball that. I think we have to. Actually, Medivh's... I can't play everything in Medivh's, so we'll just have to Fireball it, unfortunately. We could almost ping Medivh's, right? But we need 5 mana. Because this is a 3 mana play to get this out for free, so it just doesn't work out. We're going to have to Fireball that. But that's okay. Next turn we can do the Medivh's ping if we need to kill a Naga Corsair or something. Which would be really sick. That'd be a great play. Cruel Taskmaster? What? With all that 1 health stuff? That just doesn't seem worth it to me. Gonna go ahead and play the Sorcerers here since we don't need the ping. It's gonna die to the weapon, but that means the Medivh's might live to the weapon. So it gets to get some trade value off, right? It's just my hand is really trashy right now. If only this were a Pyros. If only this were a Cabal Courier, right? Whoa, he left this one alive. Why is that? Are we about to get a cleave or something? What's good? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I really wish I'd gotten a freeze effect of some sort. God. Do we just flip it on this guy right now? And just ping that? Ping, trade in the Cabal, trade in the Sorcerers? Or do we just go for straight value? I think we just go straight value, right? I think we don't need to... We can ping here for a little bit of extra damage, though. Better than just pinging face, right? I think we're fine. We don't want to risk it. Keeping that alive is just too risky. Because he gets to trade right back. It just doesn't make sense. Do you think I should make Time Warp? Only need 200 more dust and make Exodia Mage. Already have Archmage or make Quest Rogue at rank 9 right now. Well, if you're wanting to build a really successful deck, currently I don't think Exodia Mage is going to provide that for you. I think you're going to have to go the Quest Rogue route. Well, okay. That's free. Great. I have 4 extra mana anyway. Who cares if it's free? Like, the good news is that he's very close to dead and out of gas a little bit, it looks like. This guy's running, like, more of a mid-range kind of warrior. Almost like what you'd expect from dragons back in the day. I don't know exactly what this deck's about, but it seems cool. I'll take that card. Just totally dead hand. Unreal. This sucks. I mean, Yogg is coming, but we don't even have that many spells. I need something. Arcane Intellect would be great. I take a Glyph. Take an Arcanologist. Really, any halfway decent-sized minion would be a reasonable draw. Fireland's Portal would be a dream. Probably the best draw in the deck. Mana Worm is not a halfway decent-sized minion, in case you guys weren't aware. Not even priming the Yogg right now. And this is just like a mid-range curator warrior. It's cool. I like it. It's nice. Looks nice. Mysterious Sea says, idea. Move to Norway and work like madman for 3 years while living like a homeless person in your off time. And then move to another country and live like a king. Sometimes I think about that whole move to another country plan. That sounds intriguing. And living like a king specifically, I mean. That's kind of an intriguing idea, isn't it? I don't... Guys, this is just awful. A 4-spell Yogg is just very unlikely to do anything at all. Like, just junk. But I think I gotta try. Okay. Alright. We killed the Direhorn, right? Like, I just need a... We could have killed him straight up with just a Fireball this turn. He's not even going to armor up, so he's still just playing into Fireball top deck here. But we're going to die to the... Looks like next turn. Oh, that's a good draw. Fireball? Fireland's Portal, we don't have the mana! If we'd only top decked this. This is a little risky. Oh, man. He's got 5. He needs 6 damage. It's very possible he can buff this enough, or... But, I mean, killing the Frothing is not technically better, right? Because that thing did 6 damage. This is not guaranteed to get to 6 at all, so it looks like we're dead. What are we dead to? What on earth is happening right now? That's a minion. Leroy kills us. Grom, maybe if he can activate. Deathwing. Okay. We can actually deal with Deathwing just fine. That's not an issue for us. The clutch shatter. That's a pretty good turn, I gotta say. That's a pretty good turn, guys. Wow. Typical 2017 Yogg. No joke. Yogg whiff. Yes, please. Well, you're not even going to get punished for the bad Yogg, it looks like. I think we're going to kill him. Oh! I jinxed myself. That's a good draw, at least. That's a good draw. Alright, what can he possibly top deck here? We counterspell anything that removes our stuff. He already played Deathwing. So, like, what can we possibly top deck? What could he get that beats us? I don't think anything. Yeah, that Deathwing was nuts. We've been holding on to that Shatter all game. We got the Frostbolt just in time. Like, it was actually perfect. Kevin Liu got himself banned. Way to go, man. Everybody loves it. You're awesome. The Lighter says, woohoo, first time watching Regis live. Thanks, man. I'm happy you could make it. Hopefully you have fun. Let me know. Way too early Deathwing. Yeah, I didn't see what cards he discarded. I'm curious. That might explain why he did it, but I didn't actually get a good look, so I'm not sure. What does the red text in the opponent's deck tracker mean? I think it means he discarded it. I think those were probably the cards he discarded from Yogg-Saron. I think we just hard mulligan for Cabal Lackeys and stuff, right? Like, we want a really good start in case this is Rogue. Cabal Lackey counterspell Won't work because he's starting off on turn 1, but still, it would be a really cool play. Just in general. Regis, are you into music at all? I've answered this a few times. Like, not really. I like music fine. It's kind of background stuff, but I'm not like actively a fan of any music in particular. But I don't mind recommendations and stuff. If people have cool music they'd like me to listen to, sure thing. I'd be happy to hear it. I like go ahead and coining this out. It may not leave me with a great turn 3 play next turn, but it does get the Mage's activated while also developing this pretty significant threat on the board. Against Quest Rogue, you do want to play pretty fast, just so you can kill them before they have time to do their silly stuff. Oh, sure. That's a great result. Yeah. Thank you, sir. It's probably the best... might be the best target in his deck for that, honestly. Counterspell or Mirror Entity again would be a great draw. Unfortunately, we don't get that. He also blew our Medivhs, but we can just play this for tempo. It's just a big minion. I don't mind at all. Might even play this for tempo, depending on what he does.
Aha!
Hey, I got some follows I need to recognize. I've been missing the follows. There's a lot coming through. The Golden Yams, Crazed Gamer 64, Valentine Emblem, Ash Gamer, maybe even Jelly, and Davidecibel. I got it. And Lucas Haynes, Ornate, Vimlook, Rymuk, Shizen. God, there's been a lot of follows I missed. And ICHS and Dark Evil 156, guys. Thanks everybody for the follows. I'm sure some of you already came and went, which I apologize for. What can you do? I know that I could do this and get a cheap secret, and get this discounted next turn, but I kind of think just playing the 5/5 now is gonna be better because of the way the mana works out. Like I could just play this and Medivhs, I guess, kind of waste the Medivhs and hit the secret and the Cabal Crystal Runner next turn. Suppose this is just as good. I mean, again, I waste the Medivh Battlecry, but, you know, these can kill multiple small things. This can only either hit face or kill one medium-sized thing. So, this lines up the mana a little bit better. He's not even close. He hasn't played but one minion so far, right? Patches is not going to do a lot of work, I don't think. Cabal Lackey would be a pretty sick draw. Would just give me a lot of spare mana to work with. He discarded Korkron, Slam, and another card. Yeah, I feel like Slam could have got him back in the game. That might have been a fast Deathwing then, in fact. Makes a lot of sense, whoever suggested that. Maybe a little too soon on the Deathwing trigger there. Where's the sub button, says Lucas Haynes. There is no sub button yet, man. I've been streaming for about 45 days at this point. So I haven't applied for a sub button yet. Things are going pretty well, so maybe before too long I'll try the sub button stuff. You are welcome, in fact, as Mew333 pointed out, to make a donation if you'd like. But it sounds like you're on Twitch Prime, which was my next point, and I appreciate the sentiment a ton, dude. Someday, before too long, we'll have a sub button, but you know, just hang out. Feel free to hang out until then. And frankly, you know, it's fine. You don't have to sub. You don't have to donate at all. I'm happy to just have you here watching. That goes a long way. So, but again, do appreciate the sentiment. Hearthstone account is not secret, but the list is full, so I can't accept any friends right now. Sorry, I'd be happy to. Genuinely, I just can't. What's he at? I'm not even really watching this closely.
Aha!
I'll take it. I'll take it. That's one burn he may not have, like one resummon he may not have, a bounce. He needs like both youthfuls at this point, right? He's got a Gadget Sand, he's already played and died. Looks like he's gonna be able to get there. This is 3. If he saves it, he probably has another bounce in hand he's getting ready to use. Can we just kill this guy real soon? 9, 11, yeah, let's just kill him. Just go in face. Firelands Portal will almost certainly be lethal this turn. The anti-crip. That's right. I like that name. That's good. Anti-sellout. It's almost like he streams because he enjoys it. Yeah, guys, for the record, don't take this as a complaint because it's not at all. I would be much better off just making videos and posting them directly to YouTube at this particular time as far as, you know, profitability is concerned or something, right? Like it takes a lot of time and commitment to stream. But I'm happy to do it. It's fun hanging out and talking to you guys. And clearly there's some benefits too. Just growth and so on and so forth. But it's not for the money. I don't... unless you are Crip or one of the like top 5 streamers, nobody's doing it for the money, right? Like some people might be doing it for the dream. I can buy into that. And the dream of money and stuff. But it's not about the money for anybody that's at my size that spends this much time. It's because you like hanging out. I wouldn't do it unless it was tons of fun. Not Regis Heelman Danscape. Oh, I'm sure not Regis Heelman is Regis Heelman, but either way, that's hilarious. BFF Paiva and not Regis Heelman and Punakip. Guys, thanks for the follows. Means a lot. Appreciate it a ton. So, you know, we're working our way back up again. I mean, what did we start at? Like 5 and 2? Rank 5 2 stars, something like that. Had a couple hiccups there with the Pirates, but clearly climbing our way back again. Hopefully I don't tank all these ranks with budget decks and experiments and stuff. I may just have to go ahead and grind out Legend while I'm on the upswing here, or I'll lose my chance. I may goof around too much. Jonah Ellers says, Regis, I love you. I love you too, dude. I don't know you, but I love you. You're here, so that's why I love you. No, hold counterspell, because you can use it to stop the quest. We did luck into that previously where we counterspelled the quest, but that's so inconsistent, and a good rogue will certainly play around that. They have other options to pop the counterspell, like Shadow Step and stuff. So that's, I think relying on that to win you games is fairly risky. It can work out from time to time, certainly, but I like this curve okay. It's not perfect, but Medivh's on 3 is still actually a pretty strong play. Now I wish I had a Lackey, or even a Kirin Tor Mage, maybe. Regis, chill yourself before you Regis kill yourself. That's good, Orphan Crow. That's good. I can handle that just fine. I think I'll go ahead and trade that way. This is not like that valuable of an asset, honestly. You can trade back, I don't care. Probably Rock Pools it though and trades for a little bit of extra value. Not even that. That's good news. Open one sneaky pack after this game.
Whoa,
might do that.
The stream. Really hope one day you go full time.
Huh, I don't know why it cut off your full donation there, Lucas Haynes, but I'm happy to read it, of course. Lucas Haynes 8 donated $3, and he says, just got back into Hearthstone, and I love watching the YouTube vids. First time I've been to the stream. Really hope one day you go full time. Well, thanks so much, Lucas, first off, for the donation. That is awesome. And thanks for the kind words as well, dude. Those go even farther in my mind. So welcome to the stream, and thanks for supporting the YouTube vids for a little while here, it sounds like. As far as going full-time, I mean, it's always possible. It's not in the plans, even in the short term, right, or even in the long term necessarily. But I'm always trying to carve out as much time as I can. So maybe one day, but I appreciate the sentiment and the support all the same, dude. So thank you. Not Regis Heelman has donated 5 bits with the message, I'm not him, I swear. Well, that's good to know. For those of you that are maybe new to the stream and don't know who Regis Heelman is, he's a sort of a resident troll we've had tick up in the past. Kind of get a free shield here, which is nice. I think I'll just kill that, right? Like, this discounts the Crystal Runner. What is this deck, by the way? He's just running Steward of Darkshire with a bunch of Murlocs. That's awesome. I love it. Like, even Hydrologist for the Noble Sacrifice Divine Shield play that you don't always see, but it could be pretty cool.
Reporting for duty.
I think we better go ahead and use this. We may not get another great chance. We can just go ahead and... Well, yeah, actually, we can just play it all, I guess. Screw me. Let's just do it all. It's a little risky he could clear this, I guess, but not quite yet. What's the name of the overlay? IRL Cyberbully. I got it. It's a Hearthstone deck tracker. I told you Steelman is coming. Hugh Game of Thrones theme. That's hilarious. Oh, that's not a bad mirror entity target. Again, something we can't really use all that well, but still just a nice minion. I think this is worth the Blizzard, right? We just get to hammer face, denies the big play off Finja. We still have plays next turn with Frostbolt to freeze it out or kill it or whatever. It just slows him down a lot. It probably ruins his game plan. It increases the chance he draws a War Leader or something in the meantime, or Bluegill, disrupting it even more, so. And plus, we might just be able to kill him outright next turn because we have 9, 11, 13, 14, 15 damage, 18 damage in hand. So this could just secure the victory, too. Prevents any shenanigans. Lucas Haynes Regis, do you think you could add me on Blizz, Hainsey1736, and whoever wants to play me, add me? I wish I could, Lucas. I'm probably going to clear out the friends list before too long a little bit with some old people, but currently the list is full, so I'd love to add tons more people. I mean, obviously you donated too, so that always is a compelling reason as well. But unfortunately, I just can't right now. I mean, everybody else worked to get on the list too, or you know, try to get on the list, so I don't want to pick and choose too much, but I will definitely send me a message on Twitch. Maybe I can make a home for you. But then everybody's gonna want that, so I gotta be careful. But I'm sure there are some old people that haven't played in a long time that I can remove. I just gotta go do it. But I certainly don't mind. So once again, Sunkeeper making plays. And we're one off lethal, it looks like. Go ahead and play this. I mean, my god. We most likely just ping win here. I don't see how he wins, so let's just throw it all out there. I love the "Hey Guys" emote. That's like the funniest thing to me. I don't know why. Ian Calvert, I like this. You got some meta thinking here. He says, if they're a good rogue, they'll assume that you're also good and will know not to play on counterspell. Therefore, they will play in a counterspell. But what if they know I'm like super good and so on and so forth? Like you can keep going that back and forth forever. That's kind of like the old Princess Bride poison dilemma. I love it. So he's just playing it out here for fun. Maybe he has a Murloc quest to complete. Who knows? Can't even get the counterspell. I can't get the redemption off even. That's pretty sad. I would Yogg if we could here. Against all odds, I'd Yogg. Jarzy S. Finally got to catch you live. Love your videos and your beard. Well, that's all that really matters. As long as the beard is popular, I don't mind. We just killed into 9/11. Oh, God. I was but a wee lad. I was so tiny. You could do a friend spot giveaway. That's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. I don't hate that idea. The Mother Potato, if you do clear the friends list soon, how about you hook up a dank memer with a slot? I need to take, like, applications. It would have to go to people who have, I guess, donated first. Or subs, if I had sub button, definitely would get a priority, too. But, I don't know. Maybe a giveaway is a good idea. I hope I win. Oh, Mysterious C donated some bits here. It looks like I missed it. Regis, I need fashion advice now, says the Mysterious C. Oh, interesting. This is actually something I'm probably not bad at giving, to tell you the truth. I wouldn't consider myself super fashionable, but I'm very fashionably aware. And although you guys only ever see me in a red t-shirt, I do value looking good. And, not bleeding edge by any means, but, well, what kinds of specific advice do you need, Mysterious C? Like, where do we start? Where do we start? Sellout reported. No joke. I'm always a sellout, I know. I think we'll just trade ping. It's token. Clearing the board is significantly valuable, particularly with like maybe Mark of Yasharaj on a beast. I haven't seen Direwolf a lot in token, so that's a weird signal. But we can Kirin Tor Mirror Entity for a pretty big tempo swing next turn. I like to see that as a minion and not a buff, even though it does trade into my Kirin Tor. It's just a good sign in general that that's where his brain is going. Because that means he doesn't have a huge wide board. He may not even have a living mana, which would be helpful for us, because we're not likely to hit Counterspell twice on living mana like we did last time we played a token. That's just so lucky. There was the Mark. Sort of a beast token here, looks like, so far. It's a great turn, jeez. Marking that, though, does deny him a lot of value this way. Oh my god, and we got the Poisonous Ravasaur! Oh, clutch! It's actually really good. We could Sorcerer's Mirror Entity, but I don't know if that's that valuable. Primordial Glyph might just be better, like Mana Worm, Primordial Glyph into something. I kind of would like to kill this, I think. Cobblest Tome. Oh, Flame Geyser kills it. That's perfect.
I'll gladly trade 1,000 Ultrasaurs for a friend request.
Oh god, I've started this friend request theme now, unfortunately. I'm selling my friend requests. Selling friend slots. Mega Sushi Dude, thanks for the cheer there. It's much appreciated, the 100 bits. That would be a good trade. If you could somehow procure me 1,000 Ultrasaurs, I would definitely, without hesitation, get you a friend slot, dude. No doubt. I think we got to kill a lot of these, don't we? Just so they don't get buffed and stuff. I don't love sending these 4-attack dudes into them, but if we can stabilize on the living mana turn, I think we're going to be in an okay spot. Maybe I go face with this one, like 3. I guess not. He gets so much value from minions on the board, like. He can hero power this, but then he's down to 2 mana. Even if he like trades back, oh, Swipe's pretty good. Swipe's the kind of perfect 4 mana answer there. Thank God well, trading wouldn't have mattered too much, I suppose. This is not a great play though. I'm just gonna do it to make sure we can trade and absorb some hits and stuff. I don't think we'll hit the discount, but 7 mana is fine for Firelance next turn anyway. Place Yogg with Noggenfogger. We've tried some Yoggenfogger decks before. It never seems to work out for us. Oh, that's a good Mirror Entity target. Probably the best one in his deck, honestly. Oh, he should have tested this first. Why would you do that? He's got to kill the Vicious Fledgling now, which means I get insane Sorcerer's Apprentice value. If he tested the other way, he could have left it. Like, that was a boo-boo for sure. That's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, let's just clear. Mark Yasharaj and stuff, it's worth it. That was a pretty big boo-boo on his part. I think that was that's going to perhaps cost him the game even. Like, we still would have been good, but he could have got rid of both of these, really slowed us down. I think that was a fatal error. Plus, I mean, he knew it wasn't Counterspell because he played the Swipe. So, I think we'll go ahead and... Is it better to just go face with this? Yeah, it is. We don't need... we need to maximize our damage output. We maybe just go this way. Oh! Oh! That's pretty good news. I'll auction off my slot on his friends list, says Will179. Oh my god, we've created our little micro economy of people who own friends list spots are gonna trade them off. Oh man. What's the best casual everyday wear if I want to keep a consistent style? What should the style be? Oh man, that's more intense of a question than I was expecting. Oh, I forgot I have Lyra stuff to do. I didn't even think about that. I was just going for the win, but Lyra's fun too. Let me do this. Let me cop out here. Let me cop out. You've probably heard of Reddit, Mysterious Sea. I'm sure you've heard of Reddit. There is a subreddit called Male Fashion Advice. It's reddit.com/r/ I think it's just literally type out the words male fashion advice. Now, let me give you some disclaimers. I think sometimes these guys are a little bit pretentious and a little bit high-minded in their stuff sometimes, like especially when it comes to like cost, like, you know, $200 pair of jeans or whatever can be reasonable to them. But I'm not saying you should follow their advice strictly. What I am saying is that you can use those sorts of like, basically people will post their outfits and they'll get feedback and stuff. And you can use that to sort of guide your own decisions. In other words, you know, oh, why couldn't this be counterspell for the quest? He's going to have to coin the quest here if he's smart. If he just plays the quest, I swear to God, and doesn't get punished, I'll be really bitter. Don't do it. He's going to do it. He's going to play the quest. Don't. Oh, okay. Okay, he held. He's good. He's good in my book. He's good. Just getting the stats out, guys. I know ping's not very good either. That was quest. There's very little doubt in my mind this is still a quest rogue. He just doesn't know what to do with counterspell. You have a coin. You can coin it. It's not counterspell, obviously. But he doesn't know that, right? It's a secret. Oh, he's testing the counterspell finally. Here we'll see the quest. We'll see quest coin hero power. No, backstab. It's not quest rogue. That's backstab probably. That's miracle rogue.
This guy's
It's actually a pretty good turn. Ugh, we're gonna get it in return at least. But
this guy's toast.
secret? No.
Hey, lights out.
I'll play these for 4 bad Chillwind Yetis or whatever. Good Chillwind Yetis, that's fine. You guys hear that? I think my girlfriend's on the phone. I thought she was talking to me at first.
Give me a question.
Oh. Hey, you're a little loud. She's like arguing with somebody. That's actually a bit of an issue for us. Let's see, I'm behind again. Bless my packs for this Wednesday, Sir Regis. Great content, man. Keep going at it. Thanks, SetM1308. And sure thing, dude, your packs have hereby been blessed. We haven't really seen a lot of pack blessings from you guys lately. Nobody's asking. Oh, God. We got to just hope we can keep up with this thing. Like, he happened to play the one card I didn't have an answer for right away, which sucks.
Ah, golden legendary!
Scares me. every time.
Heartbroken.
Oh, man, I don't know why she's not reading the full donations, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's more fun when she reads the donations, but, Malchus says you can bless my packs if you want. Sure thing, dude, Malchus. You're one of my best friends on Hearthstone here. You've got the coveted decks, or the friend list slot, so your packs have certainly been blessed. I could just sacrifice into that, right? To set up a guaranteed Firelands Portal play, but I just don't think I can. I think maybe if he plays a minion, I can help trade. We might just be dead also. Hopefully he can't kill this. That's my real goal. I want it to survive and trade with Firelands. That's a good sign, actually. He could not. So we can Firelands trade the 3/4 and get a full clear here. So we just need to stabilize our health total at this point. But anyway, let me read that donation, Lando909. I'm sorry I didn't read it for you. But Lando909 has donated $6.66. A little interesting amount. And he says, just felt like sharing the love to my favorite streamer. Keep up with the great content. Also, I'm jelly of your sexy beard. Sadly, my place of employment doesn't allow it. Heartbroken. Oh, that sucks, dude. I feel like that shouldn't be allowed, by the way. I was thinking about that like the other day. Like, if that's your look, I just don't understand how they can just not allow it. Perhaps I don't understand the field you're in. Maybe that makes a difference. Safety concerns or something. Who knows? Or try to keep you look professional. But anyway, greatly appreciate the kind words and the donation, Lando. Thanks so much. And I'll try to keep the beard nice and sexy for you so you can at least live vicariously through my beard if you don't quite get to enjoy the beard yourself. Wait. What? A secret mage, but you don't have ice block. That's right, guys. Why would we need ice block? We're just gonna kill them before they kill us. Like, what's the problem? We got a crazed gamer and a crazed cheese today. That's right, 2 crazy people. Hey, could you try a Yogg Priest with Malagos and Prophet Valen? Oh my god, that's a lot of big cards. How could we survive? I don't know that we'd find time to live in that kind of environment. Oh, man. I guess Mana Bind gives me the most value. Freezing Potion's kind of interesting because my health is so low and I'm scared of being dead. But this could give me the Ice Block that he inevitably gets off of his own stuff. Right? Like, this will just give me something. It might just help me win the game, too. Like, he's not that healthy. Looks like we're going to be dead to Eviscerate real soon, though, which sucks. Oh, that's not a good play. I think that's like an Eviscerate, so we're probably dead this turn. We might just have to freeze his face here.
Excuse me.
To stay alive to Eviscerate exactly. But does that even give me lethal next turn? I don't think so, but it gives me Yogg. I think, yeah, we have 8 damage next turn. Oh, goodness. I think that's Eviscerate. He's been sitting on that card for a while, right? So as long as he has any combo activator Eviscerate, we would be dead. Oh, sweet. We made the plays, boys. Whew, that was actually a close one. That game could have gone south. Colin Hall's got to go. He says, good luck, Regis, and everyone else watching in all future packs and battles. May you all be blessed. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. What's the fastest deck to rank up to 5? Probably Pirate Warrior, honestly. It's not maybe the most fun, but probably indeed the fastest. Hey, Regis, do you think you could make your beard as glossy and as stylish as your hair? Maybe. I don't know. That might be possible. I haven't really thought about it. I don't mess with my beard too much. Kind of just let it do its thing, right? Like, beard shall live on its own. That's my opinion. It's kind of a saying around these parts. Bring your girlfriend on the stream. I don't think that's gonna happen. She's welcome to pop in if she likes. I think she's cooking right now. We've heard the sizzle before of the on stream of the when she starts cooking. So spectating on Hearthstone, it's ahead of the stream. Yeah, it always is. So let's see. I'm behind on chat as always. His beard is too strong. That's right. And we are climbing really well, guys. By the way. Ugh, no secret on this. That is just bad luck, dude. Might go ahead and coin the Sorceress here. I know it kind of looks like it sucks, because it does suck, but I'm really scared of falling super behind on the board. Coin Ping probably accomplishes just as much, I guess. I could play the Sorceress next turn. Maybe he whiffs his turn 2. This denies like Ravisar Runt, which actually is pretty important. I hate coining out hero power, but what can you do? Kathy Lethal making bacon. Oh my god, that's perfect. That's like its own t-shirt right there. I love it. I think it's actually chicken, though. I think I'm having chicken dinner tonight. What do you think about putting Arcane Giants in this deck? That's not the worst idea I've ever heard. I kind of like it. Could have a really good turn if I hit like a Mirror Entity here. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could cut Yogg for sure and run one. That's definite. Sure. This will also work. I think I would have preferred Entity, especially since he just cast a spell that's likely. He might try to swipe here, though. This is not a bad swipe target if he has swipe in hand. Sometimes they run 1, sometimes they run 2. Just depends on how the deck is built and how likely it is that he has it. You know, he may not have it at all. Interesting play. I like it. Not much to do here. Guess we gotta kill that guy, though. So we're not too far behind here. It's 4 cards in hand. We've got some catch-up stuff, but not any AoE, which makes me nervous. AIDS Kinder Imperatis says, hey, new here. How are you all? Well, I'm doing good, AIDS. That's an interesting first name there. First part of your name. But welcome to the stream, dude. His hair is so smooth and stylish. His beard is rugged and tough. Oh, I like it. That sounds good. Oh, this is awkward as all get out, dude. I guess we spend 3 mana and just ping off the dude. Again, we're not getting any value out of these cards, right? None of the tempo style shenanigans we'd like, but I think it's really important that we do develop the board as much as possible to chip away at these minions and contest. Counterspell could hit a big, like Savage Roar or Power of the Wild here, which would be nice. But he likely knows that's what it is because he's already tested Mirror Entity. Yeah, Mark of the Lotus is going to whiff. So that's not perfect. A creative name, he says. Yeah, it's pretty creative, I guess. Oh, gosh. We're going to keep playing stuff. No spell even, though, to activate the, trade here, which just really sucks. There's an argument that I could have not played this, right, to deny the value off the Finja, but he could have hero-powered one of these down anyway, and I have to play something, right, so... It was not likely to matter. That's such a good top deck. And he gets board value here. Like, this is crazy. I need this to not be War Leaders. At least we can Firelands Portal one, but I just think we're dead. We just had the most awkward opening. Like, we never got the cards we needed in the order we needed them, right? Like, everything was just wonky. I mean, there is a counter-argument to that. Like, I was just playing stuff out for tempo constantly. Like, maybe we could have saved our resources and tried to line up higher tempo plays to catch up, but we would have been even farther behind in the same kind of position, right? Like, Finja is a stealth card. You can't do stuff to cancel that interaction, so we just would have been dead anyway. So we lose. That's a tough loss. He just had a good curve, and we didn't, so it happens. That's Hearthstone for you, boys. I need this to not be War Leaders, double War Leaders. Life of Regis. Life of Regis for sure, guys. No question about that. So, guys, I'm going to stream about 20 more minutes, just so you know. Maybe I have to quit a little bit sooner if dinner is ready, as it sounds like it may, in fact, be. Duck is legit, has followed. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Regis, why are you not running Mana Bind? Well, number one, I didn't make this list, so I'm not... Well, I tweaked it a little, but I'm not in control of what's here, necessarily. But secondly, I actually don't think I'd like to run Mana Bind. I think Counterspell is just a higher tempo version of a similar kind of card, right? Like, Mana Bind still lets your opponent do what they want to do, and that is often the most important aspect of it. Counterspell denies them from doing what they want to do. Now, clearly Mana Bind generates some resources, but this deck is not necessarily a value deck so much as a tempo deck, where you're eventually trying to get the kill and accomplish things, right? So, oh man, this is just awkward. You can't get a good secret draw on Cabal Lackey. Like, maybe this should be Mana Bind, right? Who knows? Is YouTube or Twitch better for starting streamers, asks Billy Bob. Well, I can tell you my strategy, and this was an intentional one from the get-go. It can be really hard to start out on Twitch. I hope I hit the minion there. I was fat figuring that. Jeez, that would have been bad. In other words, like, you go start streaming, there's no way to find exposure. Like, you've got two streamers, or two viewers, or one viewer, or 0 viewers most of the time, and just nobody finds you. So my strategy was YouTube is a much better way to create permanent videos that are always accessible. People can always find them. So, for instance, if you create... Oh, my God. Thank you. We don't get to benefit from it, necessarily, but nonetheless, thank you. It's an amazing result for me. I think I have to just go ahead and ping trade there. Maybe I just keep this alive, though. Maybe I trade these two. Ping. Yeah, I think I keep the Gadgetzan alive. We don't have value now, but we might get it eventually. Or likely to. I don't know where all our spells are at the last 2 games. Anyway, so in other words, you can make stuff on YouTube and grow it slowly over time. People will find your videos through, like, Google searches, and you can post them on Hearthstone and that kind of thing, right? So it's easier to get started, and then once you have fans on YouTube, you can move them over to Twitch, right? Which is what I've been doing over the last month or two. So that might be a strategy that you find works out a little better for you. Got a babbling book here, it looks like. Not the best hand, but we can double secret Cabal next turn, and his hand is empty, right? It's a Jade. That can be scary. Hopefully we dodge and Nourish. That's one big thing that could hurt us. To refill his hand here. But if he stays out of cards, I think we'll be able to stabilize on this outcome here. Ooh. That doesn't really accomplish that much. It lets me sneak in a ping, I guess. But that doesn't really mean anything. I'm going to do it anyway, just to get the stats out. probably going to trade both these into the 5-drop anyway, but just in case he doesn't, this might run in that way and give me some value back. It's worth a shot. Jade Druid, really? I see in March season. Yeah, it's a blast from the past, no doubt. Jade Druid's still around, but just not quite as prominent as it used to be, that's for sure. What program do you use for YouTube videos? There's a couple ways to answer that, but I record stuff with XSplit Broadcaster. OBS is a much more common tool for that, but I just started on XSplit, and that's what I use still. And then I use Adobe Premiere Pro to edit videos. So, that's the two tools. Hold up, let me look at this link from Mysterious Sea. I love it, dude. You should tweet that at me so I can see it later if you haven't already. Tweet that at me and I'll maybe retweet it or something. That's funny. A late OG says, "Hey, Regis, been watching your videos for a long time now, but first time watching your stream." Well, welcome, dude. I have to kill this, of course, right? Why doesn't he have more cards? Wait a second. What happened here? He played Fandral and he nourished. What happened after? Oh, it got counterspelled. Oh, sick. Oh, God. Good. That's awesome. I can't risk the Frostbolt and value. I gotta go this route, right? I gotta kill it. This might live too. Swipe's not incredibly likely. Oh, what a good counterspell, dude. That just totally killed his resources. That's sick. That would have been a great play, Fandral Nourish. I would have been real salty about that if he pulled it off, but instead, we shut down his plan here. We still aren't winning yet. Like, we need more resources to win this game still. That's a good answer, shoot. Because I'd rather him take the damage from hero power, right? Like, that would be much better for me. Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, that's less good. I mean, Blizzard... God, Blizzard doesn't do anything, really. Molten Reflection doesn't do anything either, though, so... I guess we just start thinking about clearing this. It sucks, man. He's going to outvalue us big time if we keep drawing like this. Like, we got to get some of our better, bigger stuff. I mean, Yogg is going to help, but the next turn or two are going to determine how this game goes, right? I would love to see like an Arcane Intellect. Ugh, that's a big guy again. I might have to Yogg, but it's only 7 spells. I don't know if that's enough. Oh, I can ping Fireless Portal. That's fine for now. That's totally fine. Great top deck. One of the best top decks available to us. Yeah, I'll take that too. It's a good trade. It's a good trade. Just be dead cards. Those need to be dead cards. Like, maybe another Earthen Scales and a... I don't know. I guess he doesn't really have any other dead cards, probably. Another Wrath. Fatal Rage ain't bad. It saves his minion, but takes a little bit of damage along the way. I think we have to Yogg here, unless we get another great draw. I guess Arcane Intellect's good enough. Let's try this. Fireball's pretty good. Fireball Arcanologist is fine. He's out of cards, so we just need to dodge Nourish, really, I think is it. Jade Idol actually would be a pretty good card, because he'd be Dilemma. Do I play it, or do I shuffle? We can Frostbolt trade, Mirror Entity, Counterspell 2, all that's fine. Let's just making our Yogg a little better every turn. Gadget Zan would be great. Like, Gadget Zan into Jade Idol is what we want those to be. Play Gadget Zan into Jade Idol. That would be the perfect possible, or any other spell, really. Gadget Zan into any spell would be just fine. Yogg has gotten scary good, maybe too big of anything, so this is a little bit risky. See you, Lando909. Thanks again for the donation, dude. Appreciate it. I think we just go ahead and Yogg, right? Like, this is more likely to advantage us than Sorcerer's Apprentice, so let's just do it. Oh, that's a good start. It's a good start. Well, honestly, I'll take it. I mean, whatever. We're in the same spot we were. We got a minion back. It drew us a card and a second Yogg. It's not the worst outcome in history. Like, let's try again. Rewind. Yogg, number 2. Good sirs. We could go for that route, but screw it. We're going to play Yogg. I don't actually care about our rank that much right now. Oh, Jade Idol. Savage Roar. That's good. Give me some cards. That's not good. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's 0. Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, it could have hit the other way and Yogg actually would have survived. But picked Yogg. Yogg meteored himself. That's rough. Oh, I'm way behind on the chat as always. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, I don't have a great way to answer that. Don't have a secret in my deck either for this. We're just running out of gas against Jade, you know. It's always the issue. That's what Jade does. That's actually a good draw. We can stall a little bit here and maybe just go for damage to kill this guy. We're definitely going to play these. And I think I'd like to hero power too, at least, so... Archaeologist is potentially less useful than is Medivh's. If I get like Primordial Glyph into a secret, Medivh's might actually be decent, so we'll keep that just in case. The Archaeologist we know has got 0 value. So if he can't deal with my board, we have 8, 10, 12, 13, Fireball would be 19. We still don't have damage enough to kill him. I just don't know how we find the damage here. We're just out of cards. That gives him even more health. Thankfully, we can trade into that a little bit, but I think we have to Frostbolt it instead. Because this 2 damage from this minion attacking, you know, over multiple turns, if it somehow survives, it's probably going to get hero powered, but that's still 4 damage it did. The Frostbolt's only ever going to do 3. So it bought us 1 extra damage using the Frostbolt instead of trading. Right, it looks like we lost the damage. That is if he doesn't swipe it. It's still possible to get swiped, which would cost us the damage, but this is more upside. We gotta win this game soon. We're lucky that he just hasn't had the Jade train rolling, but we just don't have what's needed. Primordial Glyph into Kabbalist Tome would be a great result. I think it's the good news that he doesn't have any taunts left, though, I don't think, anyway. Maybe a Tar Creeper left. So these minions are getting to do some pretty significant chip damage. But Primordial Glyph is really the only card left in my deck that can somehow win this game. Pyroblast, maybe exactly this turn for lethal, if these guys get to attack. I don't really care about that because I'm just going face every turn no matter what. He didn't summon a minion though, so that actually gives me an extra turn to find lethal. Because you can see these do 12. If he'd summoned an 8/8 right now, I'd just be dead next turn.
Right away. Right away.
This actually gives me more Primordial Glyph outs, right? We got a 1 in 3 chance to draw it. He can hero power once to go to 3, so Fireball becomes an out, Firelance Portal becomes an out, Frostbolt becomes an out, whereas in the past, only Pyroblast would have been an out. Like if I had Fireball pinged this or whatever, this just gives me more potential outs. But it's like a 1 in 3 and then a 1 in 20, right? Like we don't have a good chance here. But we can theoretically win this game still. Primordial Glyph? Oh, say a little prayer to RNGesus, guys, because this is probably going to be my last game for the record. Say a little prayer to RNGesus. Everybody say a little prayer. I want to see the bless RNG emotes in chat, whatever they're called. I don't know. There's so many things that give me lethal here. Oh, my God. Oh, none of those do it. None of those do it. Oh. I can't ping him down in time. He goes to 3. We don't have any outs. We have 2 cards left, neither of which are direct damage, so. Unless he fatigues accidentally. That's actually a possibility. Jade Idol Shuffle means he never fatigues, though, if he does it right. Yeah, he did it right, so. Neither of these cards help, so. Man. Forbidden Flame Face would have been good if that was an option. He should probably know what's left in my deck if he's paying close attention. He probably knows we don't have it.
Amazing.
I'd take anything. Flame Geyser would have given me lethal too, right? I mean, there were so many outs. Somebody should do the math how many we had. I'm scared to look at chat. That was so sad. So sad. Should have bluffed Forbidden Flame lethal. I could actually, you're right. That is probably strategically the best play, honestly. I mean, that would be kind of scummy. But if we did want to get the win, Drew the Q, you're absolutely right. Taking the Forbidden Flame and bluffing the grab would have been the best, most likely outcome to win the game. But still. Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to be done. I'm going to read chat for a couple minutes here. For the Horde says, love these streams, helping me on my gameplay. Really fun to watch. Thanks for the Horde. That's really nice to say. Hey, Regis, been binging your vids and VODs lately. Just showed up to a live one for the first time. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Albasant. Shouldn't have Firelands the 1-1 way back. Well, you got to clear the board sometimes. That's a good point. We did Firelands a sheep, I think, didn't we? But I don't know. I think there was probably a Cabal Lackey on board. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't know why I did it, but just clear the board for ultimate tempo. Probably right, though. Probably right. That might have made a difference. I remember we had to play it because we didn't have anything else to do, but we could have Firelands face instead of the sheep. When will you stream next time? I think Tuesday afternoon is my next scheduled stream time. So probably a similar start time as today, but on Tuesday for me, it looks like. Let me double check. I'm trying to keep more of a schedule. Yeah, Tuesday. Tomorrow I'll be doing Mother's Day festivities, even though today is Mother's Day. I'll be hanging out with my mom tomorrow, and then Tuesday I'll stream again in the afternoon. And then probably take a couple days off, and then streams on Saturday, Sunday, or no, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, again during the day, which won't always be a thing, but this week is indeed a thing. So anyway, guys, it's been a ton of fun. Thanks, everybody, for all the comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the kind words. As always, it was actually a lot of fun playing this deck today. Trying our luck on Yogg. Got some stars, which is always nice. And, of course, it's always great to hang out with you guys, too. So, of course, you can catch me on YouTube every day. There's new videos. If you're not already subbed on YouTube, go hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and you'll find some cool, interesting content every day. It's also good to follow me on Twitter. I'm happy to chat with you guys and share fun memes and crazy stuff on Twitter anytime people send them my way. So that's another good way to get in contact with me. Of course, following on Twitch is really important for me right now, too, because eventually I am going to try to get partnered for a sub button, and all those numbers do matter. Normally I don't care so much, but every little bit helps right now, so that would be really helpful as well. So, all that said, thanks again, guys. I love each and every one of you, and until next time, game on.